The opinions voiced on the Raw are those of the hosts and the callers and not necessarily represent the views and opinions of KTOX and Ruben Broadcasting, or its advertisers. The opinions should be considered as the ramblings of raving lunatics.
You're listening to The Raw with Henry and Miss Raw, brought to you by Pirate Web Radio Productions, Ruben Broadcasting, along with KTOX 1340 AM and 92.9 FM, the Tri-State's undisputed talk leader.
We the people, and all we do, reserve the right to scream, fuck you! Wear your mask, take your pills, now a whole generation's mentally ill. Man, fuck Fauci. But COVID's near, it's coming to town. We gotta act quick, shut our borders down. Joe Biden does, the media embraces. Big Doc does it and they call him racist. We the people. Let's go Brandon. We the people.
Oh my goodness gracious me, mercy sakes alive. It looks like it's another Raw with Henry and Miss Raw. Of course, Henry's not here right now. He's at a city council meeting in Needles, California, doing his city council thing. Yeah. Welcome to the program. 928-476-0331. 928-476-0331 is the number if you want to join in the conversation. And I think it's going to be a good night tonight. I really do. I shouldn't bounce too much. It bounces my camera. Oh, well, that's all right. I'm fat. I bounce. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Anyway, 928-476-0331 is the number you want to join in the conversation at any given time. Of course, tonight's theme is insanity. And the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, hoping for different results. I mean, how many times, seriously, how many times in your life have you done that yourself? You know, you're trying to get something done. You do the same thing over and over and over again, thinking that you made a mistake, and trying to get a different result out of, whatever it is you're doing. I think everybody pretty much has it at one point in time or another. I don't know. Let me know. 928-476-0331. But it seems that our government, or at least the potato in chief, not having learned from the last time that he released funds back to Iran, that money, it gets used to funnel more money into terror operations that Iran funds, like Hamas or Hezbollah. We've seen an uptick in attacks on American bases in the Middle East. We saw 1,400 people slaughtered, unarmed, innocent people slaughtered in Israel. And yet, Mr. Potato Head now decides to up the ante and give them $10 billion. I guess that's a little something different. So now they're going to have $10 more billion to play with. Oh, I'm sure they're going to. They're. Oh, thank you, oh Biden, dumbass. We would never ever use that money to fund terrorism. We want to use it to fund our own people. Yet every chance they get, they rally in the streets going, death to America, death to Israel, death to anybody else they don't like. And we continue to give them more and more and more and more in concessions, It's insanity. It just truly is insane. Also tonight on the program, going to introduce a creator. He's a former MMA or something like that, mixed martial arts commentator. Steve Inman. He's been doing a bunch of comedy skits based on videos that you might find around the internet. They're hilarious. I think you'll enjoy them as well. We'll be looking at that tonight, of course. Oh my goodness gracious me! What else? The fire that took out I-10, and of course the homeless encampment underneath it has been ruled a arson. We'll talk about that a little bit. And if you've been watching the news lately, and I'm sure you haven't or have, whichever, you will have heard stories about San Francisco cleaning up the streets and whatnot, where China's dear leader Z or Zai or Zo or whatever the fuck his name is coming to visit. And a Czech television crew was robbed at gunpoint. So we'll talk about that as well. Yeah, they did a bang up job. It is all absolutely insane. 928-476-0331. That's what we're going to talk about tonight. So be prepared. That's right. Be prepared. Oh, there it is. Okay. I didn't mean to bring that up quite yet. But insanity. Insane. Doing crazy things. Oh, we're going to get so much better results out of this time because we're being so much nicer. They're not going to hurt us anymore. They're not going to hurt our allies anymore. They're not going to bullshit. They will continue to do everything that they have done for 50 years. Iran has been a thorn in our side. Don't take this for me calling for war with Iran. I'm not. But if you're going to have sanctions on a country because they're doing things that you don't agree with, then keep those sanctions in place until they change their tune. Prove to the world that you're no longer sponsoring terrorism. Dismantle your nuclear weapons program. And a whole list of things that we've asked for that you've refused to provide. And then maybe we'll talk about repatriating some of this money you have in American banking institutions, or allowing you to do business in the United States, such as buying your oil. See what that was all about. I don't know. Okay, it was nonsense. All right, don't need to worry about that. But Iran has sponsored terrorism all over the world for years and decades. And then, of course, on Tuesday, the Joe Biden administration, the potato regime, extended a sanctions waiver that will allow Iran to collect $10 billion in funds in order for the mullahs to fund their military operations in the region. Now, mind you, that's what this story says. I'm sure they're saying, well, this is just going to be used for humanitarian needs. This comes 1 week after Iran-backed Houthis attempted to shoot down a U.S. drone in the region, and 1 month after Iran-backed Hamas terrorists slaughtered 1,400 Jews in Israel and took another 240 Jews hostage, along with Americans. Needless to say, this is the deadliest attack on Jews since World War II. But, the potato, which, I'm not exactly sure that the potato is running anything. I think it's other people that are making these decisions in his name. Not to cut him any slack. I just don't think he's mentally there enough to be able to do it on his own. But since it's in his name, it's his fault. The potato ignored the massacre in order to open the door and help Iran bring another $10 billion in the next few months. Now, since he entered the White House as president of the United States, which, is very hard for me to even say with a straight face, the tally's up to $80 billion. Senator John Kennedy, a Republican in Louisiana, in October, Joe Biden and the Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen gave $3.5 million to Iran through International Monetary Fund several months ago. This was not part of the $6 billion that was recently gifted the mullahs. He went on to say that I'll be glad to come on your show and explain how they did that. I objected to it at the time. I tried to pass a bill to stop it. They rolled over me. The press didn't pick it up. But here's the problem we face right now. The time to build the ark is before the rain. But there we go. We have all this money flowing back into Iran, which we know sponsors terrorism. And we continue to do it all over again. For some silly ass reason, we continue to do it over and over and over again, expecting different results. And bada bing, bada boom, we're not getting those different results. We're not getting those results at all. We're getting the same old shit every single time. A bomb here, a terrorist attack there. And now Yemen is wanting to get in. The terrorists in Yemen want to get into the act by promising to fire missiles at any Israeli ship in the ocean. So instead of trying to foster peace in the region, it looks like the potato is trying to fund it, fund war in the region. The stupid calls for a humanitarian ceasefire. The stupid calls for restraint on Israel's part. Just yesterday, they uncovered the tunnels under the hospital. Goes 80 feet down and spreads out over 80 kilometers in all directions. They found munitions, they found weapons, they found terrorists hiding in there under the cover of innocent civilians in a hospital. And still the calls for restraint go out to Israel. I've watched news story after news story come out of the left-wing media decrying Israel as a terrorist state or leaders in war crimes. Today, Turkey's prime minister filed charges against Netanyahu as a war criminal. Where the fuck are we going with this? A country that did nothing to deserve their citizens being brutally slaughtered in their homes, has to show restraint to terrorists and the people hiding those terrorists. Now, does everybody out there agree with, does everybody in Palestine agree with Hamas? No. Are there truly innocents that are being hurt in Palestine? Yes. Israel gave the Palestinians an extended amount of time to leave. Leave the area. We're coming in. Pretty soon we're going to start these start this machine of war forward, and then it's going to stop until we're done. Get out of the area. They turned off the water, they turned off the electricity, all in an attempt to get these people to leave to someplace else that had the ability to shelter them. What did Hamas do? They barricaded their own people in. No, you can't leave. You have to stay where you are. Was this reported in the news? Not much. And here we go. Again, giving more money to the people that funded Hamas and continues to fund Hamas and other terrorist organizations. Make no mistake. Iran has sworn to wipe Israel off the face of the map, off the face of the earth. They have sworn to wipe the United States off the face of the earth. It is beyond insanity to me to continue to try to placate those who have sworn our own destruction and those of our allies. I don't know. You tell me. 928-476-0330, or type a comment in any of the chat rooms. That's okay. It's all right. If you're watching on YouTube, that's great. If you're watching on Twitter, I'll get those messages as well. Facebook, Rumble, I'll check them all. Make sure that your comments get read. I am no fan of war. I know what happens in war. But the Israeli people, through no fault of their own, deserved to be left in peace. And now they're going to have to ensure their own security by going in and taking back Gaza. Do you honestly think that the Israelis are going to turn it back over to Hezbollah or Hamas or the Palestinians? No, I don't believe they will. I believe they will say, this is ours. You can say if you want, but if you can continue this nonsense, you're going to prison or you're going to die. One of two things. I think we're looking at the end of Hamas in Gaza, which is just going to open up problems in the West Bank, of course. Well, I'll tell you what, this is annoying. every time I turn around or something like that, my phone's going bleep 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 bleep. I kind of wish I could disconnect that portion of it on the air. I'm sure it annoys the hell out of you as well, but it's being it's plugged in so I can take your calls at 928-476-0331. Just guess I'm going to have to put up with it. Anyway, it is around. I'm going to take a quick little break. When we come back, more about Iran, Hamas, and the nonsense there. And of course, your phone calls. We're right back. It is a Raw.
This portion of the Raw could be brought to you by you for as little as $25 a week. For more information, email us at theraw@ktox.com. That's theraw@ktox.com. theraw@ktox.com.
KTOX.
KTOX.
The Tri-States Talk Leader.
Time Call Taxi is here for all your transportation needs, whether it's a ride to work, the store, or anywhere. Time Call Taxi is here for you. Call 928-763-1010, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Going out to paint the town red? Call Time Call Taxi and get to and from your fun in a timely and safe manner. Call Time Call Taxi, 763-1010. That's 763-1010.
Learn how to defend yourself and your loved one. Kingman Force on Force. Krav Maga. Empty hands. Edge weapons. Firearms training. Train like law enforcement with our virtual range simulator. AZCCW classes. Free gun safety classes. Our instructors are AZDPS licensed, NRA certified, and former Combat Special Forces. 3001 Stockton Hill Road, Kingman, Arizona. www.kingmanforceonforce.com.
I'm Rob Hansen.
And I'm Henry Longbreak, along with Tundra.
And KTOX 1340 AM, we are pleased to support the Mojave County Sheriff's K-9 Foundation.
The Mojave County K-9 Foundation teams with the Mojave County Sheriff Department to keep our county safer. It increases deputy safety, and the dogs are highly visible deterrents against robberies, burglaries, and drug dealing.
K-9s can save time clearing buildings. It takes less than the quarter of the time that it would take a deputy on his own.
K-9s can track juvenile runaways, missing elderly persons, fleeing suspects, and provide comfort to traumatized victims.
For more information about the Mojave County Sheriff's K-9 Foundation, or you'd like to make a tax-deductible donation or host a fundraising event that includes a K-9 demonstration, call John Sancelli at 651-270-0920 or go online at www.mcsk9f.com.
The Mojave County Sheriff K-9 Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit organization.
Okay, this is the target house.
Hey, but Jimmy, what about this here sticker?
What sticker?
Right here on the door. These premises protected by Southwest Alarm Service. 763-4331 and 753-2333.
That's just a sticker. One of these companies is going all over town giving these things out to everybody. Forget about it. If you're ever going to be any good in the burglar business, you're going to have to learn these things. Now, we're inside. You get the stuff down here, and I'll get the stuff upstairs. You know, cash, jewelry.
Jimmy, what time is it?
It's about 1 a.m. Why?
Because it looks like sun came up outside.
You in the house. You're completely surrounded. Come out with your hands in the air.
Just a sticker, huh, Jimmy?
Southwest Alarm Service, 753-2333 or 763-4331. Because real security is more than a yard sign or a sticker. Call Southwest Alarm Service today.
Southwest Alarm has the only 24-hour locally monitored central station.
Oh, and welcome back. It is the Raw. I'm your host with Moses, Miss Missy Ann Hansen. Of course, number to call if you want to join the conversation is 928-476-0331. 928-476-0331. And if you want to call and yell at me and tell me how much I'm wrong, you go right ahead and do that as well. I take all callers on the program. It's just, be ready for a fight. Because here I'm unrestrained. Now, not a fight, duke it out fight like one particular congressman wanted to do in a hearing today. I thought that was hilarious. We'll talk about that as well. But we'll talk it out. We'll if you want to use cuss words and yell at me and call me names, go right ahead. I will probably do the same to you. 928-476-0331. I don't care. Hell, you can even join me in the as a square in one of these. We can all see your face. Like, get angrier and angrier. I dare you. Take a shot. Go ahead. Right here. It's okay. I know I'm leading people on. I shouldn't do that. I should not do that. I shouldn't say, all comers available. I'm ready to duke it out with you. I should not say that, but I will, and I am, and I'm serious. Because I think it'd be great radio, or at least great video, or great something or another. Well, the thing is, I really enjoy talking with people. I really enjoy arguing over things. I really enjoy talking with people who are passionate about their positions. It's how we learn. I've been watching far too much of Twitter, or at least X, or whatever it's called nowadays. And I see all these people, we need to quit fighting amongst ourselves. We all have to learn to agree and get along. No, we don't. That's not how this works. That's not how we grow as a civilization. That's not how we grow as a species. As a species, we need to have conflict. We need to be bettering ourselves, and that's what the conflict does. It requires us to better ourselves, to become stronger in mind, body, and spirit. I'm not talking about launching bullets at each other or nuclear missiles or something like that. No, conflict of ideas, conflict of technologies. We need to come up with our hypotheses and argue them. If somebody comes up with a better idea or better proof, hey, great, bring it on. Then let's argue about the evidence. That's how we grow as a species. I don't know. Maybe I'm just silly. Maybe I'm just insane in the membrane because I keep trying to do the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. I don't know. Henry said he's probably going to be a little bit late tonight. Of course, I don't know what that means as far as his tardiness. I was looking for the live link to the Needles to the Needles meeting. Couldn't find that, so yeah, it's all right. We'll wait on that because I'll tell you what that'd be. That would almost be funny watching him work and then criticizing him from here. You know, hopefully not going over the air with them, but yeah, I think it would be actually hilarious. What live streaming the Needles City Council and then criticizing Henry while he's sitting there twiddling his thumbs, looking at his dog, following along. Of course, he really does take his job very seriously, which is a good thing. Oh man. Sorry, I just keep looking at that, hoping, hey, Henry's going to be home. He's going to be on in a minute. Nope, not going to happen. Not today. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Yeah, but he'll be on later. Anyway, one of the things I wanted to show you and share with you. Oh man, I got the hiccups for some reason, and it's not fair. Is a man named Steve Inman, something like that. Anyway, he is an MMA sports commentator and is currently narrating random videos from around the world. And some of these are absolutely freaking hilarious. Let's take a quick listen. If you can't hear it, let me know, please.
Welcome to the Excite Bike Challenge with contestant number 1 headed for the ramp, and it's failure to launch and failure to launch too. My God, he nearly goes through the friggin' ramp. So much wood on his face, looking like a friggin' Howdy Doody puppet. Obviously, he'll be picking splinters out of his face for the next 3 months, but the events that led up to this flip-a-doodle-doo and this involuntary make-out session with the wooden ramp, it's quite obvious what the real problem here is. These parts and this ramp were all made in China. Welcome to the Excite Bike Challenge.
There you go. That's what this guy's been up to. We'll share a bunch more of them later because they are fucking hilarious. So some of them are a little bit too violent. They do show people actually getting killed or seriously injured by guns. I'll have to be careful because Henry doesn't like that stuff. That's all right though. He's Henry. Oh, stop! Please stop. There you go. Henry is Henry's a little special, but you know here's one. Does show some violence, but you know that's all right. Let's get this on.
Looks like they drank a little too many soy Russians and now swinging for the fences, and booyah, it's just another night in Huntington Beach. My God, let's take a look at the replay. Look, ladies with common sense already know you don't get in between you and your man fighting, or else your man will end up freaking buckling his knees like a newborn deer, and booyah, lights out as this guy takes off like a
ninja. You know, I discovered him this week, and oh my gosh, I hope he doesn't come back and copyright strike me But oh man, it is funnier than hell. You can find him on. I don't think you can find him on YouTube, but you can find him on Twitter, uh, X, Rumble, and maybe I don't know if you can find him on TikTok or not. If you do, let me know. Let me know if you find him on TikTok. I've only found him on Rumble and Twitter. But yeah, they're fucking hilarious. Anyway, 928 476 0331. 928 476 0331 is the number you're joining in the conversation. If you enjoy those kind of things, those kind of videos, I'll play more of them. I'll fill the next 3 hours with nothing but his videos. I'd probably get in a lot of trouble then. You know, that's all right. That's just me. Well, let's get back to this Iranian situation with President Potato Head, the potato in chief. It's been kind of interesting, watching the left stream media all week hammer Donald Trump, saying he will edge us closer into World War III. Right now, the fear is that if he were to get in an office, he would start arresting and prosecuting his political rivals. I wonder who's doing that. Jen Psaki, the former White House spokesperson or press secretary, on her MSNBC spot. I guess that's how MSNBC reporters are born, is that they're given their first White House press secretaries that fail, and then they go on to their. Of course, they need to be liberal. But it's confusing to me when people like her. I thought I'd save this. I guess I didn't save the interview. It was fucking hilarious. I really enjoyed watching it, and it's a few days old, but it's the same old story. Trump is bad. Trump is evil. Trump's a Nazi. Trump's this. Trump's that. Trump is going to prosecute all of us, so we can't have him in. What is the Biden administration right now doing to President Trump? Is he not being prosecuted, politically prosecuted in 4 different states right now? Is there not lawsuits, and there was one in Colorado. It failed, trying to remove him from the ballot there. But they're trying it in different states as well, trying to get the courts to act to remove him from the ballot so he can't run. Is that not election interference? Is that not robbing the people of their voice? If Trump's going to win, Trump's going to win on his own. Setting aside all the 2020 bullshit and assuming that we're going to have totally free and safe elections, Trump is either going to win on his own or he's not going to win on his own. That's a binary set solution. The polls now show Trump leading. But then again, how many times have we seen the polls dead wrong? We saw the polls leading for Hillary a lot. And then for some reason, Trump snuck in and got the win. Oh, of course, that was election interference by the Russians, which he was colluding with. Don't you remember that? We have an opportunity. I know I say this a lot, but it's true. We have an opportunity to stop the nonsense. I know a lot of people out there, especially listeners, don't vote anymore because they are so disgusted that they feel that their vote doesn't count anymore. Let's go to the phones. The Raw, you are on the air. Good evening. Hello, Chuck. How you doing? Oh, nice. What do you want to talk about? You can call me right back, sure. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That you lose. Oh, geez, he was only a second late. The Raw, you're on the air. Good evening. Are you there, Chuck?
Huh?
Are you there?
Hello?
You're there. You are there. Did we get rid of the echo? No. Must not have. Try one more time, I'm sure. 4, 3, 2, 1. Chuck. The Raw, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
Oh, that. I think we dodged the Iranians that were trying to listen to the phone conversation. I'm so happy about that.
Yeah, that very well could have been happening.
They're not really good spies, from what I hear.
No, but they make damn good terrorists.
Yeah, do you think that there's some kind of a sense of emboldenment since the middle part of the summer when Iran joined the Shanghai Cooperation Organization? They joined China and Russia and India. Their little group there. I've been talking about this for months now.
Mm-hmm. And actually, I'm really glad you brought this up because it had slipped my mind for this argument, and I'm really glad you brought it up. And yes, I do believe that they are emboldened because they now have allies in Russia, China, and other major players, especially nuclear armed players.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think about this. Certainly, this was considered when China and Russia let Iran join this group, this economic development and security type of apparatus they have now. So, I mean, they knew that this was probably going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt that they were left in the dark about all the stuff that they were going to do to include the attacks on October 7th in Israel. And this is what increases my suspicion that we're watching the middle start portion of World War III.
I wish I had my silver dingalinger here. Otherwise, my dingalinger. My dingling, my bell.
Yeah.
I wish I had my bell here. I'd smack it because Chuck. Far be it for me to agree with you, but I agree with you.
Yeah, I don't think I'm too far off the mark here.
I don't think you're too far off the mark here either, because this is the same thing that has happened throughout history. All right, take a look at the Axis during World War II. What did Nazi Germany do? They found allies in Japan. They found allies in the Middle East. They found allies in Africa,
South America,
South America,
all over the place.
All over the place.
Yeah,
and some of them were more active than others, but that's exactly what happened, and that emboldened them to attempt to take over the world. What are we going to do tonight, Pinky? Or
exactly.
Or what?
Yeah, that's
or I think it was Pinky. Brain, what are we going to do tonight? Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
And what I worry about too in this situation is the people like Sean Hannity, to be quite honest with you, that don't want to recognize that there's, I am not a supporter of Hamas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I am not a supporter of terrorism. However, I believe in this two-state solution where the Palestinian people or the self-proclaimed Palestinian people have a right to exist just like Israel does. I don't want to see the genocide.
And I think I honestly think that Israel was working its way to that two-state solution, especially because they gave autonomy to Gaza. They pretty much given autonomy to the West Bank. And
yeah, but
go ahead.
Sorry. Well, I was going to say, but having these videos that are leaked about the atrocities that are being committed now, and whether you want to argue it's right or wrong or justified, but it doesn't look good for the Israeli IDF to be having videos of civilians getting run over and rubble and stuff like that, and babies in incubators that have to, it's just it's a crisis on many fronts: humanitarian crisis, public relation crisis, and a crisis that could inflame sympathizers of the Palestinian cause, Iran. I don't think we'll have to worry about Jordan. Jordan seems to be pretty much in our camp right now. But
don't hold your breath on that one, because the Hezbollah, which operates in Jordan, has already said that they're going to start firing missiles into the ocean, trying to hit Israeli shipping. So don't count them out. And honestly, the king of Jordan and his military is such a weak sister in that area that the terrorists control their country, or at least control the policy of their country. Regardless of what he says. So who the fuck knows, Chuck? Who the fuck knows? But I hear you, and I understand why you say a lot of these things are atrocities, and having to militarily attack a hospital to get to the terrorists who are hiding in that hospital and under that hospital. Yeah, that's a goddamn tragedy, and it should have never happened in the first place, right?
Yeah, you need a fucking scalpel, to go in there. No pun intended, but
I'm no pun taken. I understand it needs to be a certain, but they're limited on their options, Chuck. Especially how long did it before Israel actually rolled into Gaza? It was nearly a week.
Oh, it was like, I thought it was like 2 weeks or something like that.
Damn near close. We're going like, when are you guys going to do something? When are you guys going to do something? What's going on here? Every single day they were calling for Palestinians to get the fuck out of the way. We're coming in. We're coming in. I'm telling you, we're coming in soon. We're revving our engines. We're coming in soon. Get the fuck out of the way. Yet Hamas sits there and blocks them and tells them at the point of a gun, you can't go anywhere.
It's a mess. I just, my question is, does the international community or the Israeli government have a plan to start and building a alternative to Hamas? Do they have a
here's
I guess a nation building?
I have no idea.
You know?
I have no idea, but here's what I think is going to happen with Gaza. Gaza will still be there, but it'll cease to exist to be a Palestinian free state. Because I don't think that the Israelis are going to allow that particular enemy back in their backyard.
Oh, I don't think that. Well, but I think that by removing Hamas and helping another government, assisting another government establish itself
Mm-hmm.
in lieu of that vacuum. Do you really think that Israel's going to occupy the Gaza now?
I think they're going to take back ownership of it and say, fuck y'all. Yeah, y'all had your chance. You voted the terrorists to take charge. However their elections work, probably just as crooked as ours. But it's something that they're going to have to decide to do. I mean, frankly, what is the United States going to do about it?
We're going to continue paying them tax dollars to help them occupy Gaza, I guess. I mean, that's pretty much what we're going to be doing if we do that. I don't see anybody saying. I see more people against funding Ukraine than I do funding Israel. But then I have left-winger friends that say, well, why are we funding Israel? But then they say, oh, support Ukraine. I don't know. It's a mess. I believe that the United States...
It is a fucking mess, and people just don't understand what the hell is going on. I mean, I am so glad right now that that Zelensky had to put an internet call out for private funding.
Wow.
I thought that was fucking hilarious. If you could just I was waiting for the GoFundMe page link.
Yeah.
But he wants private citizens to send him a few bucks here and there.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, of course. Well, of course. Why not?
Well, you know what I get worried about that is really the Ukraine thing. It's a humanitarian crisis too. But the Israel and Ukraine thing, they are apples and oranges, but they both have the same international or the national identity thing that I think needs to be considered. You know what I mean?
I hear you, and I want to agree, but once again, you put it, you hit it right on the head, Chuck, when you said it's an apples and oranges kind of thing. Hamas and the Palestinians that support Hamas are not fighting for their lives. They brutally murdered 1,400 unarmed people.
Yeah.
Who in their right minds just takes that on the chin?
Well, I mean, I think that there's a few Ukrainians that could probably have that same kind of line of thinking.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly as well. I mean, the Russians, the Russians had no business invading Ukraine. Okay, I will agree there. But at this point in the game, when we have sunk how many billions of dollars into of our fortune into Ukraine, how many billions of dollars has Europe sunk into Ukraine, and they're still losing the fucking war.
So I think part of the steps in order to move on with this, whether it be support Ukraine or pull the plug on the whole operation, is to have a serious national discussion on what letting the Russian Federation take Ukraine looks like and what the possible repercussions because they're not going to stop in just the eastern part of the Donbass and the other regions where they have established new governments and everything like that.
At this point, I think you're absolutely correct. I think Russia will continue on until they own all of Ukraine, and Ukraine becomes a client state of the Soviet of Russia. Damn, I almost flew back to the 80s.
Well, I think that's what they would like to have happen.
Well, the thing is, Ukraine was a client state of the USSR.
Mm. Yeah.
All right. They both speak a common language. Do they not?
Yeah, they both have a variation. I guess it's like Ukrainian is the Russian form of Ebonics, maybe.
I have no idea. I mean, it's Russian Western, whereas Russian Eastern, you got your Jersey Shore boys who you can barely understand out here on the West Coast. And of course, you got the West Coast boys who can barely be understood by Southern boys who can't be understood by anybody.
Yeah, I couldn't understand a goddamn thing of what those Irish car salesmen were saying over there in Germany. When I was like, what the fuck? Are you drunk or what?
They could have been. You never know. But no.
Yeah. Hey, one more thing.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No.
Okay. Well, I was going to say you were talking about YouTube videos and shit like that.
Yeah.
I got a channel I'd like to recommend you watch. I don't know if you like weirdo content or whatever. It's not nothing like X.
Do you watch The Raw every week? I mean, this is the epitome of the bottom of the weirdo crap.
I don't know. I think there's a lot more weird. I mean, there's weirder shit. I mean, no offense, but there's weirder shit than this. I'll tell you.
Damn.
I know you're really. I know, and I'd like to be a part of that weirdness too. By the way, I really like that shit. But there's there's an internet channel or a YouTube channel. The guy's name is Two Apree. Two like TOO APREE, and so his whole shtick is he goes out with like a couple of cameras, and he pretty much annoys the shit out of people in government buildings with it.
That wasn't the guy that got shot, that got gut shot, was it?
No, I don't think so.
Because there was
regularly.
Yeah, well, there was a guy who goes and annoys people, and he pushed it a little bit too far, and as was it Uber driver or whatever gut shot him.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No, this guy he I think his focus is government buildings.
Okay.
And he'll go into like the post office or whatever, and he'll have like butterfly wings on and sit there and flap them. And he'll say, I'm a butterfly. I'm a butterfly.
Sounds like something I would do.
Now?
Sounds like something I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. And then there's another one. His name is Professional Douche. Like the professional douche is I think he might have some kind of an intellectual disability, but he's smarter than hell in my book. He goes out into these Donald Trump campaigns and stuff like that and just heckles them. And then he'll try to say, I'm with you. I want to, and just he just annoys the shit out of these people, and they're telling him to get out of here. You're not a part of that. Oh, yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. And then he'll get the cops involved, and geez, it's just
he's a troll then, is what he is.
Yes, and he kind of looks like a troll. It's funny. He kind of looks like a little troll with a little shit-eating grin on his face all the time. Yeah, professional douche. Yeah. Where's Henry at?
He's at a city council meeting, being a governmental douche.
I just got done listening to the city council meeting here in Longview, Washington, and they're discussing whether or not to extend that contract for Hope Village. It's that homeless village that we discussed previous, sponsored partly by the city government here and Salvation Army. And that was a major election issue that was discussed for most of the debates. I guess that topic was like the centerpiece, from everybody's campaign that we're running.
I'll tell you Chuck, call me back here in a few minutes because I really need to run off for a top of the hour break.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much for the opportunity. We'll talk later.
Absolutely, and we'll talk to you here very, very soon. It is the Raw later. It is the Raw, and of course, we have Henry now. Hi, Henry. How you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Let me get my mic. I'm gonna get my microphone. There we go.
Okay, that was weird. You just missed Chuck. We were talking about you taking your job as a politician very seriously.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's where I was just at.
Yeah, I know. Well, I figured that. I messaged you. Says this is going to be a long one or a short one. Evidently, it wasn't as long as.
Well, what I was really surprised because when you messaged me the last time, it was 6:20, and our council meeting was supposed to start at 7, and we were still in the executive session.
Oh, I messaged you in executive session.
That's okay. I don't care. I can multitask.
No, that's good. All right. Well, anyway, we're going to take a quick little break, top of the hour break. And then when we come back, hey, welcome back, Henry. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my lighting, set up. I just got new lighting from Amazon.
Oh, well, there you go.
I just got them. As you can see, my background lighting I have turned off.
Mm-hmm.
And I just have these two lights. I just got them just before I went to city council meetings, so I just did a little adjustment on them. And does it look okay right now?
It's not bad. It's not bad at all. But we'll get it figured out. Anyway, we'll take a quick break. It is the Raw. I'm your host of Miss Deanne Hansen.
And I'll get this shirt. I'll get this shirt off too. It's hot. Whew.
Okay, fine.
We'll see you after break.
Oh.
Time Call Taxi is here for all your transportation needs, whether it's a ride to work, the store, or anywhere. Time Call Taxi is here for you. Call 928-763-1010, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Going out to paint the town red? Call Time Call Taxi and get to and from your fun in a timely and safe manner. Call Time Call Taxi, 763-1010. That's 763-1010.
If a natural disaster comes knocking, how prepared is your family? You can't just close the door on earthquakes, floods, or hurricanes and hope they go away. That's why it's important to make a plan now. Ready.gov/plan has the tools and tips you need to prepare your family for an emergency. So if disaster shows up at your doorstep, you'll be ready. Visit ready.gov/plan and make a plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
All right, everybody in the car. Let's go.
What are we going to do first when we get there, Mom? Go for a hike?
Sure, if you want.
What about canoeing? Can we go canoeing too?
I don't see why.
What about a bike ride? No, I want to fish.
Okay.
I've never been fishing.
Honey, we can do it all.
How long does it take to get to the forest?
It's not.
Is it going to be long?
No, sweetie.
I bet it takes forever.
It's not that far.
Are we there yet?
Yep, we're here.
Already? No way! Come on.
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a neighborhood park or green space near you. Also, find fun activities to do like boating and biking or camping and hiking, plus much more. It's all right in your naturehood. A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council and the U.S. Forest Service.
Okay, this is the target house.
Yeah, but Jimmy, what about this here sticker?
What sticker?
Right here on the door. These premises protected by Southwest Alarm Service. 763-4331 and 753-2333.
That's just a sticker. One of these companies is going all over town giving these things out to everybody. Forget about it. If you're ever going to be any good in the burglar business, you're going to have to learn these things. Now, we're inside. You get the stuff down here, and I'll get the stuff upstairs. You know, cash, jewelry.
Jimmy, what time is it?
It's about 1 a.m. Why?
Because it looks like sun came up outside.
You in the house. You're completely surrounded. Come out with your hands in the air.
Just a sticker, huh, Jimmy?
Southwest Alarm Service, 753-2333 or 763-4331. Because real security is more than a yard sign or a sticker. Call Southwest Alarm Service today.
Southwest Alarm has the only 24-hour locally monitored central station.
The opinions voiced on the Raw are those of the hosts and the callers and not necessarily represent the views and opinions of KTOX and Ruben Broadcasting or its advertisers. The opinions should be considered as the ramblings of raving lunatics.
You're listening to The Raw with Henry and Miss Raw, brought to you by Pirate Web Radio Productions, Ruben Broadcasting, along with KTOX 1340 AM and 92.9 FM, the Tri-State's undisputed talk leader.
We the people, and all we do, reserve the right to scream, fuck you! Wear your mask, take your pills, now a whole generation's mentally ill. Man, fuck Fauci. But COVID's near, it's coming to town. We gotta act quick, shut our borders down. Joe Biden does, the media embraces. Big Doc does it and they call him racist. We the people. Let's go random. We the people. Let's go random.
Oh my goodness gracious me, mercy, sex alive. It is The Raw. I'm your hostess with mostest, Miss Misty Ann Hands. Of course, we have Henry Longbreak over there, freshly back from his tour
City
of
Council
duty at the Needle City Council.
That's
guarding
right.
the sacred phone number 928-476-0331. It is our number 2. Here we go. 2. Anyway,
soon to be. We'll tell it next hour.
Well, that's next hour. That's the third hour. But anyway, well, glad to see you, Henry. Glad you're here. Of course, we were talking about Joe Biden giving up another $10 million to Iran.
10 billion.
10 billion. Did I say million?
Yeah.
Okay, I meant billion. Oh man, I
swear. To Iran.
To Iran. That's right.
Why don't we hang this guy for treason? Isn't that the penalty for treason?
I don't know, but they lifted they lifted more sanctions, of course, and we've got billions of their dollars tied up in American banks, and
yeah, you don't lift their when oh, never mind. I don't want.
Yeah,
we need to get involved in it.
Henry, the title of this program tonight is Insanity.
Yeah, and that's insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Since he got into office, the Build Back Better is let me destroy it first.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get it. And I don't get how people can support him. Have you seen his commercials that he has?
No,
oh my God.
I purposely
no, I want to watch those. I want to watch everything. I want to watch I want to watch what the enemy has in store for us.
There's only so much I can do, Henry, and still say sane. Okay?
Yeah.
It's not. No, I don't want to do it. You can't make me.
I do it, and
it drives you bananas, doesn't it?
No, it really doesn't. It really doesn't, because like I've said before, I grew up in politics, and I know exactly how both sides are. They're both crooked, just some are worse than others.
They'll. I'm not sure who is worse than Joe Biden at this point.
I haven't seen anybody worse than him. I really haven't. It's been so insane in the membrane. It's Jimmy Carter's going, "Hey, I'm not the worst president ever." He got to see it in his lifetime. What is he, 98 years old? 98 or 99 now?
Yeah, he's a gazillion years old.
God bless him.
Just slightly older than you are.
Just a little bit older than me. Not much, but just a little bit. Yeah. A little bit. Joe Biden's way older than everybody.
I've got to hand it to Carter. Okay, he was genuinely a nice guy.
Absolutely.
His especially his work with Habitat for Humanity.
Not only did he work with him, he actually got out there, put his jeans on and his t-shirt, and worked himself.
I believe I said the word work.
Yes. Well, a lot of people don't see that. They see like, oh yeah.
Well, the thing is, he supported them financially, physically. He helped them in every way he could, and he was genuinely a nice guy. Okay.
Yes.
We'll give him that. All right. Definitely not the temperament for the president of the United States.
No, lousy president, great man.
Yeah. So, I really, I see a Tundra in the background.
Nope, that happens. Is
that a Dylan?
That's a Dylan.
Is that a Dylan?
Well, I recognize the tail because his tail.
Okay, that's
when he's into mischief, his tail goes up.
Was he getting ready to get in mischief?
Oh, of course he was. Come on, Dylan. Come on up here and say hi. Oh, whatever.
Did he just flip you off?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Good job, Dylan.
Now Tundra was with me, and when I come in the door, Tundra goes. Dylan kind of says, "I need the attention now." So it's not like I can come in and go, relax. No, it means I got to pay Dylan some attention.
Of course, because then they bark.
Yeah, of course they do. Yeah, and they went out in the backyard, and I go out there, and they got a stuffed animal all over the backyard, and that wasn't Dylan, that was Tundra. I was going to blame it on Dylan until I saw Tundra shaking. I think she went out there just to get him in trouble. And when I saw her doing that, she kind of looked at me like, "Oh, busted." And then she come in my office and grab one of my coasters, and she had it all the way in her mouth, and she wanted to go outside. And I'm going, "What do you got in your mouth?" And she kind of turns her head, and she had this whole coaster in her mouth. She's just totally being a little shit. Just to get the tension away from Dylan, because when I come in from she goes to city council with me. When I go in there and come home, I give Dylan attention. She goes, no. I want the attention too now.
Okay, well, see, there you go.
They're dogs, and they want it. Yeah.
There you go. Are you ready for a couple of funny videos, Henry?
Oh, heck yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Now
I'm ready. Let me go ahead and explain what they are. And
okay.
I have to turn my food right now because I got my food.
Well, Henry,
go ahead, explain it. Go ahead.
They've already heard the explanation for the videos. I've already shown a couple without you.
Okay, so hold on 1 second. Talk about something else. I will be back in 2 minutes at the most.
2 minutes. Food, obviously food for the fat man. 928-476-0331, 928-476-0331 is the number you join in the conversation. Of course, we're going to show him a couple of Steve Inman videos that are. The guy's funny. I mean, come on, you sit there and you provide over the top commentary for stupid videos that you find on the internet. The guy's a genius, as far as I'm concerned. Some of them are way too violent for Henry, so I'm going to have to find those that aren't uber violent. And yeah, some of them are lame, but yeah, that one's this one would work. This one would definitely work. He'd find this fun. So there he is. He has now come back. Hi, Henry.
That was 2 minutes. I had to flip my my dinner over. It was I got a nice dinner. Anyway, go ahead.
So what's for dinner, Grandpa?
It is pasta and beef. Oh God, I forget the name of it, but it's Boston Market frozen dinner.
Very good. Oh,
yeah, and they're actually pretty decent.
All right, yeah, gotcha. They aren't too bad. They aren't too bad at all. Anyway, the guy's name is Steve Inman, and he's a former MMA commentator. Okay, so he call fights and stuff like that. So
right,
high energy and stuff like that. Well, he's taken this high energy fight calling to the internet with stupid fight videos on the internet. Now, some of them are too violent for you. I'll try not to show the ones that show people getting actually shot to death, which he does show. I'll try not to do that, but they're fucking funny as hell as well.
Okay.
But this one that we are about to watch. Here you go, and let me know if you can hear it or not. If you can't, just let me know you can't hear it. But this one ticket to ride the lightning. Oh, wrong screen to push the button.
Sharon's pissed off.
I can hear it.
Tickets to get the PlayStation 5, but she ends up scoring a ticket to friggin' ride the lightning. My God! Takes a dose of that Zeus juice, a little bit of that Edison medicine, literally straightens her up as if somebody injected her with electrifying Viagra. You can see the stiffness, and down goes Sharon. And legend has it, she'll be shitting sparks for the next 6 months.
Love it.
Legend has it, she'll be shitting sparks for the next 6 months.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
those are fucking hilarious.
No, I almost volunteered for that to get the zap like that.
To ride the lightning.
Yeah, I almost did. And I said,
trust me when I say you do not want to, Henry.
Well, the other thing that I'm still considering is putting on the bite suit for the canines. Now, not for my canines, because my canines wouldn't give me the full bite.
I don't think that'd be a good idea. I really and here, hang on. Yeah. Let me say this. The reason I say this is Tundra would be there. And
no, I wouldn't have her there if I did that. No, because Tundra would definitely protect me.
Yeah, but
that would all be bad.
That's not a good idea. That's definitely not a good idea. Anyway, here's another one for you. And Steve, commentary, Steve Inman. Unnecessary commentary.
I thought he was going to say kamikaze.
No, it could be too. Well, with this guy, you never know.
It appears Chaz has pounded one too many energy drinks and now feeling the burnout process. As you can see here, he's starting to fall asleep, starting to fall off the side of the road. And my God, it looks like he's about to wake up, but it might be too late as he pulls off a freaking jump. Oh! Getting tossed like a Caesar salad, and you can just see him wake up going, what the shit just happened? And I'm wondering the same.
Lucky he woke up.
Just happened. Just a good old boy. It appears Chaz is pounding.
Woo! Now, I've seen those after it's happened because I've driven a lot of freeway.
But the thing is, he's taking those videos, okay, and then he's adding commentary to them.
Yeah.
Just changes the entire.
Well, to watch that guy and have him being coherent after doing that, that's pretty damn good.
Well,
usually the end result isn't too pretty on those.
Right.
But yeah, I love the commentaries. That's great.
Well, this one's fucking hilarious, and you'll love this one. Here we go. It's actually a sporting event, so he gets into this one.
Well, it's Great Value Big Show getting ready to make his debut, and it appears he misses the mark. My God! And look at the ref doing the involuntary Roger Rabbit, that shitty dance from the 90s. Let's take a look at the replay here. You can see he jumps from the top rope. Shockwaves that send the ref into involuntary trouble shuffle mode. Unfortunately, the midgets that were supposed to pop out from under the ring didn't survive. And now it's time to take a look outside of the arena here in Los Angeles. What a shame. It's too bad. Well, it's Great Value Big Show getting ready to make his debut.
That's hilarious. Now, what is this guy does these, right?
Yeah.
One guy,
Stephen Inman, yeah. Now, mind you, okay, he doesn't star in these. He's just voiceover
right.
them, just putting in commentary. Nice. Now, mind you, these are videos that you find all over the internet. Fighter shooting, or just people being generally stupid, like this particular one. This is fucking hilarious too. Watch this brain surgeon here.
At first glance, it appears to be some friends catching up with the bus to wave goodbye to their friends as they take their long journey home. But at second glance, it's Chaz flipping the bird, and it becomes a Chaz moment. Oh my God! Now involuntarily making out with a pole, looking like a damn fool and a cheap whore on the freaking floor. Let's take a look at the replay. Chaz right here comes in. And booyah out of nowhere, Justice Karma served instantly like top stuffing. As we take a quick look at the ludicrous can.
Get it out the way. Get it out the way. Get it out the way.
At first glance, it appears to be some friends catching up.
That's funny. That's funny. That's good.
Like I said, you can find him on Rumble. You can find him on Twitter. I think you can. I don't know if he got his account on TikTok canceled or not. Probably. But it's just fucking hilarious. See, this is the reason why you need Twitter or X.
Yeah.
So you can have good, solid comedy like this. Now, I haven't seen this one. Oh, here's a new one I haven't seen.
Okay.
So this will be a surprise for both of us. All right. Hit it, Steve.
NYPD currently in pursuit of a soy ninja on a bike and splits bringing Kit Kat bar with his frail soy. He continues to run, and it looks like it's over, and now they have grabbed and captured this soy ninja, who is now lying in a puddle of soy piss and soy gravy. New pair of bitches, that's for sure.
To walk away from that accident, that's crazy.
Johnny Badass, but ends up bringing Manny
down.
Pulls off a scorpion while involuntarily impregnating his bike. So he gets so stunned and so brave, thinking he's going to outrun these cops, realizing that it's not a game of Grand Theft Auto. He finds himself now involuntarily making out with the concrete. Later on in Cell Block 4, he'll involuntarily be making out with Bubba.
I like the sound effects. Oh, damn it. And it looked like it didn't even phase him right there when he gets up. Yeah. God, he had to have felt that later. Holy freaking moly. Good stuff, Maynard.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I've been it's caused me to troll Twitter all damn day, because he releases one every hour or so. So it's
see, that would be bad for me. Like you said, I got to get on Twitter. Got to get on. That would be bad for me.
That would be bad.
Yeah, because I would be in here doing this, and I'd be laughing, and I'd be watching all this stuff, and I have a lot of stuff to do.
Henry, one an hour? Come on.
Oh, me? Come on. I have an obsessive compulsive behavior. When I see something like that, last night, all night long, and the night before, I had the reruns of Cops on. I'd wake up in the middle of the night, get up and go take a pee. Cops is still on. Okay, I wake up in the morning. Cops is still on. I go turn TV on a little bit later in the morning. Cops is
still on.
Now, do I turn it or do something? No, I sit there and watch it. I veg on it. Obsessive compulsive.
So here's another one.
Okay.
Well, we've seen this before. Several people jumping one man, but this man is not an ordinary man. He is invincible.
Yeah.
Just about everything except the kitchen sink. And right here, he completely shows that he's invincible. He can do this shit all day. This is like the origins of some comic book freaking hero. And these idiots are trying to bully what could be the the next Superman. Let's take a quick look at the replay. God knows we need a Superman in this day and age with a bunch of idiots out there, cowards harassing people on a daily basis, but not today. This guy gets his factory default reset and it all. This guy tries to throw a water bottle, whatever the hell that is, his soy milk cartons, but it's still useless against the son of Jarrell. This man continues to taunt every single one of these cowards, and of course his soy rage is now wearing off. Our hero letting every one of these cowards know that I slept with every single one of your mothers. You think I don't have cardio? All your heavy bubbles?
You're gonna have to. Oh, he's on TikTok. He's not on just internet.
He's
right?
He's on Twitter. He's also on Rumble.
Okay.
He's also on Rumble. Yeah. So just look him up. Steve Inman needs funnier than hell.
Dylan. Okay, I'm going to take 1 minute out to get my dinner and set it right next to me.
Dinner.
I'll be right back.
You do that.
Be right back.
While you're doing that, we're going to take a quick little break. It is The Raw.
This portion of The Raw could be brought to you by you for as little as $25 a week. For more information, email us at theraw@ktox.com. That's theraw@ktox.com. theraw@ktox.com.
KTOX.
KTOX.
The Tri-States Talk Leader.
Time Call Taxi is here for all your transportation needs, whether it's a ride to work, the store, or anywhere. Time Call Taxi is here for you. Call 928-763-1010, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Going out to paint the town red? Call Time Call Taxi and get to and from your fun in a timely and safe manner. Call Time Call Taxi, 763-1010. That's 763-1010. United Private Investigations, owned by Lyle Sharman, has over 30 years of investigative experience in criminal, civil, business, and private investigations. United Private Investigations provides professional and confidential investigations for corporations, companies, legal professionals, insurance companies, and individuals. Voted Best Private Investigator in Mojave County in 2018 and 2019. Contact Lyle Sharman with United Private Investigations at 928-542-5178.
As an 18-year-old, I let my mistakes kind of take over my life. I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it.
10 years later, at age 28, Jackie finished her high school diploma.
When I found out that I was pregnant, I know that I had to do something for myself if I wanted to make her a better person and provide a better life for her. My family never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew what I could become and who I could become as a person. My support team is amazing. The educational director, my sister, and even my 7-year-old daughter has just been more than the support that I could ask for. I've been given an opportunity, and I'm just thankful for it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org.
brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Hey, you. Yes, I'm talking to you. You deserve a break. Enjoy a moment of indulgence. It's time for Zanna Coffee. Guilt-free pleasure. Zanna Coffee is the organic coffee to amplify your senses and enhance love for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Only the best organic and GMO-free coffee beans from around the world that I selected. Zanna Coffee brings you happiness in every cup. Fair trade certified, sustainable organic coffee. That means we do not use slaves. Free Zanna songs with every coffee bag. Find Zanna Coffee at www.zannacoffee.com. www.zannacoffee.com. Get your coffee bag now. Don't be cheap. Life is too short and you deserve the best. Zanna Coffee.
Oh my goodness gracious me. We are back. It is the Raw. 928-476-0331. Yeah, you'll see the number pop up there. Boom, right now. There's Henry, and there's the number 928-476-0331. And of course, we see a Dylan's head because he's looking for some food.
He is. There's his tail.
He's looking for some food. I've got visitors in mind.
You got critters. Oh, is that the kitty?
This is Simone. Simone. Okay, which if you Simone is definitely happy right now.
Oh yeah.
If you ask my daughter, Simone is a gender neutral name.
Okay.
He is a boy. Oh my goodness. Now he's gonna jump back over on the bed. Yes, I was playing with a cat. But yeah, they thought he was a girl, so they named him Simone. And then when I said, well, you can't name him Simone anymore. Simone is a girl's name. No, it's a gender neutral name. Okay, if you say so. So
Simone Cat. That's like some more cat.
Some more cat. I'm not even going to go there, you fucking racist. I really am not. I'm not. So,
Are you talking to me or the internet?
You.
Why am I racist? That
Some
cat.
Some more cat. Never mind. I'm not going there. All right.
You're the one that had the racist mind.
Yeah, probably. But anyway, here's another one.
Well, since this footage was shot on a potato and older than the crust on Rosie O'Donnell's toes, well, you can see right here, this is one of those fuck around, find out moments. And immediately gets into it. He says, get out of It looks like Knucklehead number 2 is looking for sandwich buffet. It is nothing but sweet sounds of their operating system shutting down. Well, since this footage was shot on...
The other guy said, nah, pass.
Yeah, he was like, oh, man. Knocked out two guys. Wham, wham. That's it. Definitely their operating system was rebooting at the time.
Yes.
So,
Now, I seen that once with Steven Seagal. Did you ever see that when Steven Seagal was a...
yeah, hang, give me just a second.
Okay.
All right.
Did you ever see when Steven Seagal was a cop and they had a show? He was actually a cop.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They had he pulled one guy out of the car, and they go and throws him down, handcuffs him. He goes, "You Steven Seagal? You be Steven Seagal? I got arrested by Steven Seagal. This is cool."
Yeah, I suppose somebody could argue that as a win.
Yeah.
I guess it's just like, getting busted by Dog the Bounty Hunter. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, you're gonna get your ass beat up on TV, but you know what the hell? You're now notorious for getting busted by Dog the Bounty Hunter and getting your ass kicked.
Right. Or Lisa, his daughter.
Yeah, whichever. I'm sorry, what was that, Megan? Hey, she said you probably want to get your ass kicked by him rather than the cops. So, you're
Pretty
funny,
much.
kid. You're a funny kid. Anyway, 928-476-0333.
Tell her to grab some headphones and get on the show with us.
No, she won't do that. But you know what? I'll tell you what. We're going to go straight to the phones. The Raw, you are on the air.
Yeah, what the hell is going on over there? I get on the Raw on YouTube and I see Miss Rob playing with her pussy. What's going on?
Oh, a gender neutral pussy too.
Oh, it is no. Poor guy doesn't have any balls anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, well,
Well,
cat
at least he doesn't spray. Yeah, that's right. It's probably a positive. But
Yeah, just like you want to castrate the bullhead.
I do. I'd like to mount them on the hood of my car.
the whole bull.
I don't want to castrate them. I just want to take the balls off. Is that? I guess that is. I don't want to cut his dick off.
I think somebody daring, and that's not me. Okay, so don't ask me to do this. But I think
dog dare you.
Somebody daring should go and take a can of Brasso. You remember Brasso, Chuck?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Take a can of Brasso and go out there and polish the balls.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be funnier.
We got a big old squirrel statue. Actually, I think we have a couple of them, and I was thinking about giving them some squirrels some nuts there. If you know what I mean.
There you go.
Give them the bull nuts.
The squirrels.
Yeah. That might be a little bit hard to go.
Why in God's name would you have statues in there of squirrels? Is that like the national animal of wherever you are? Longview, Washington.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It really is. It's
that's the intelligence
they got squirrel bridges.
Oh
yeah. You
know what they have? They have in L.A. They have a natural habitat that goes over the freeway because mountain lions kept getting run over on the freeway, and they actually put a bridge over the top of the freeway.
Do they have a camera on that?
They do, and I've seen videos of it. I don't know what.
Man.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but
it probably has all sorts of critters crossing.
Oh, it's really neat. Because they got grass and trees and the whole 9 yards in there. It's just for them. There's no trail or nothing.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean you got to do something about that. But around here, I mean, the thing is, it's like a self-defeating thing that Longview, Washington does. They have these. I call it the squirrel infrastructure. Here, and they have it, from tree to tree up high, and at the same time they have the neighbors that are sitting there complaining about squirrels getting in their house. And it's nuts. No pun intended, but it's absolutely nuts.
But they feed them and they complain about them, right?
Yeah, I think, or it's like I don't know if it's a protected species, but. Every year around August, they have a squirrel fest. Now, some people misspell fest and they put feast, so they think that they're eating squirrels, but it's really a festival.
Now, Chuck, I went to Sacramento once on one of my trips.
Okay,
and I stopped.
Quit yelling.
I stopped by the Capitol, and there was a lady out there feeding the squirrels, and she had squirrels crawling all over her. Because they'll come up and crawl all over you.
Yeah, they will.
I wouldn't do
I
that.
had when my kid was like 4 years old. She had a baby squirrel jump on her leg, and she was like, "Ah!"
I think I'd freak out too.
Oh man,
Oh, man.
squirrels are great. When I was in Denver just a couple months ago with Megan. Well, she was off visiting her grandmother, and of course I couldn't smoke in the hotel, so I'd go out, I'd pop the back end of my car, and I'd sit there and smoke cigarettes. And of course, Denver is overpopulated with squirrels, and I'd sit there and I grabbed the cheesy poofs and started tossing them out there. They'd run out and grab these things, and they ran from them at first, and then they figured, oh wow, maybe it's food. Maybe I better go investigate. And then before you know it, I got to see a squirrel gang fight.
Oh, I bet.
I mean, one group of squirrels from one of the parking lot, and another group of squirrels from another end of the parking lot. I was
one was from the east side, the other was the west side.
Something like that.
West
I don't
side.
remember. Yeah, something like that. But they
I love urban wildlife.
They came in and they actually fought over these things, and of course I had to keep throwing them out there to egg them on.
Of course.
I feel so ashamed of myself. Not.
Did you take a video?
I have. You know what I do? One of my guilty pleasures now. I like to throw out old bread and shit like that, and get the seagulls going.
Oh my god!
The neighbors love that. I love all the business owners.
I'm sure they do.
Well, Chuck, I used to go fishing in Huntington Beach off the pier. And I would catch a lot of fish, and some of them would be too small. Instead of throwing them back, I'd throw them up in the air. They would never hit the ground. They would never hit. The seagulls would grab.
They probably fucking recognized your face and go, "That's the guy that feeds us," and they got there and waited for it.
Not once did I see not once did one of those fish hit the ground.
Or back in the water, huh?
No, no, they would catch them in the air.
I've
done that with chicken bones. Yeah, when I was a kid.
Oh, way to go! So you made them choke to death.
Well,
I don't think.
That's like a cannibal.
Yeah. Well, I was at a I don't know, some damn place where I was when I was driving a truck. Is backed into the dock. I was either getting unloaded or loaded. I didn't give a shit, but I had some bread that was getting ready to go stale on me, and there were seagulls everywhere. So I just started tearing it up in little pieces and wadding it up real tight, and then tossing it in the air. And none of those hit the ground.
None of it hit the ground. No.
None of it hit the ground. Amazing accuracy on those seagulls.
Oh yeah.
Seagulls, how far inland they fly in? They fly all the way to fucking Idaho.
I've seen them
at the desert here.
I've seen them. Those aren't seagulls. Those are something else. But,
really?
Yeah. But I've seen them in Laramie, Wyoming.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So that.
Wow.
They're everywhere. Well, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. They're a waterfowl. Okay. If you have water, you're going to get seagulls.
Yeah, that's true.
So there you go.
It'd be interesting if you gave those bastards a passport and figured out where they fly. You'd find out that they. I think I've seen different kinds of seagulls fly in from the fucking Santa Claus land up there.
Well, they speak different languages.
Yeah, they
look different. They wear different hats.
Listen to you, Henry. Listen to you.
Yeah, I don't mean to be seagull racist here, but you can't help but notice these differences.
Yeah, you know what? They come right across the border without a passport.
Yeah.
Illegal alien birds, huh?
Chuck, have you ever got have you ever got deep sea fishing where they take you on a boat way out there?
Not way out there, but
or on a cruise. Let's say on a cruise. Have you been on a cruise?
Yeah,
there's seagulls. There's seagulls on that boat. They will come and go.
Yeah.
Seagulls can fly. It seems like for miles and miles and miles without stopping.
It's so crazy. We had a vessel that had just gotten stopped in Hawaii, go up or Fiji or something like that, and it was going up the Columbia River, and there was an injured albatross on there, and they thought they had a velociraptor or some shit on there. Like, what the hell is that? They hadn't seen an albatross on, so it's. For all I know, this albatross is still sitting at the Cowles County Humane Society. 6 months later, that's a hell of a. Maybe I should follow up on that. But what kind of owls do you have over there in the cities? Have you seen those weird?
We do have some owls around here.
We do. We have some big ass ones too.
Yeah, well, we have big ones. We have small ones. We have.
We have the same as anywhere else.
Same, pretty much same as everybody else. There, of course, there is some wildlife we don't get,
right?
But as far as fowl goes, we get everything.
We do because we have a lot of water inlets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was wondering about the seagull thing and how far if they were up in the needle around the Colorado River. But
I thought they were, but Rob was saying they're not. They're different birds.
That's what I've been told is they're not seagulls. I mean, they look like seagulls. They sound like seagulls. They fly like seagulls. They act like seagulls.
They shit like seagulls.
Yeah,
all over my freaking car.
Looks like a duck, walks like a duck, must be a duck. Well, one of my favorite seasons is duck season around here. Oh no, we get a lot of really cool looking ducks.
Yeah.
Huh.
And that's where I kind of miss driving a cab because I'd sit up there at the Riverside dock and I get to see all the wildlife on the river.
Oh, it's beautiful too.
I get to see the cranes. I'd get to see the ducks. I'd get to see the geese.
Right.
It was just absolutely wonderful. One of the the fucked up thing. All right. Now, I'm all in favor of not treating animals with cruelty.
Right.
I really am not. But when you start taking away people's fun and being able to feed the ducks, feed the fish, stuff like that,
I know
it really does. One of the when my kids were little, I was dirt poor like every other parent, and it was nothing to take a couple of dollars worth of quarters and go buy fish food that the ducks would eat.
Right.
And they would toss it out one at a time, and we'd be there for a freaking hour on $2 worth of quarters.
Yep.
And they were happy. Oh
yeah.
Look here, Ducky, and and the ducks would follow them all over the place, and it was great. The Humane Society made them take those feeders out.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Why?
Because they're a bunch of killjoy asswipes.
It's not like they're giving them
thing around here.
It's not like you're giving them poison or rice or nothing like that.
Yeah. What was that, Chuck?
Well, they have a Longview City ordinance that addresses feeding wildlife because they're attempting. What they do is they want to you can't do that because it brings in undesirable birds and birds that it might disrupt their
their natural habitat.
Is that like not feeding the homeless? It might bring them in and disrupt their natural habitat of starving to death.
Don't take them to Catholic charities.
But here's the crazy thing about this whole thing. Now there's a man-made lake in the middle of this goddamn city that I live in.
Right.
And they release rainbow trout.
Wow.
Every 3 times a year inside the lake, and as a result of them releasing trout that shouldn't be there, that draws in these different kinds of predatory birds called catamarans and different things like that feed off of salmon.
That's right.
And it just it's So at the same time, they're saying, well, don't feed the wildlife. The Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife, by releasing these trout inside the lake, are feeding the wildlife and attracting river otters and all sorts of shit. And like, you guys are retarded. You guys
Well,
are absolutely...
what they're trying to do, they're messing with Mother Nature. Well, what they try to do when they do that, when they bring the fish in, trout or whatever, is to bring the mosquitoes, bring that population down. That's what they try to do.
Sure. Yeah.
That's what they try to do. I mean, just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Well, gratefully this year we haven't had quite the problem. The last couple of years haven't been too bad. The caddisfly issue that we had up and down the Colorado. You remember that, Henry?
I heard of it. I heard about.
Oh, it was awful. You know, you'd go over to
the herpes?
No, not the. It's not the. It's not the. That's a different thing altogether. But no, it's a caddisfly. Looks like a moth, and it's really aggressive. I mean, it will bite, but they get everywhere, and they swarm in very thick clouds. You know, at the height of the problem. I mean, they'd cover an entire building. You'd have them freaking everywhere. They fly in your mouth, up your nose, the whole 9 yards. They were disgusting.
Well, they've had grasshoppers too. That were pretty bad.
Oh, that was 1 year. Okay, that's a cyclic thing.
They call it the motorcycle rally was called the grasshopper rally.
Yeah, at that point, that was kind of funny. But no, seriously. So you know, they were having a real problem with that. And part of that problem is they had stopped stocking the river with trout.
Yeah, right.
That would eat those larvae.
Right.
And it has taken them years to knock that caddisfly population back down to where it should be. And you know.
Well, if they know what they're doing, okay. But you know, there's like you said there in Washington. Do they know what they're doing when they're doing that, Chuck?
Part of the reason is it offers a fishery opportunity for citizens to go out there and catch fish. They allow people to catch and retain anywhere from trout to bass to carp. There's assholes that will go catch sturgeon out of the Columbia River and then release them in this lake too. And sometimes you can throw a hot dog out there and catch the 6-foot sturgeon, but you can't keep it because it's against the law.
Correct.
It's just a mess.
I hear sturgeons are fun to catch, but for some reason, what is it? An endangered species? Is that what the deal is with the sturgeon?
Well, you know, that's an interesting topic because I was just doing some research on sturgeon retention period that they're going to allow for. The green sturgeon are endangered species.
Okay.
You can't catch or retain them. You can catch them, but you got to release them. You can't take them out of the water. So it's just best to cut the line if you catch one of those. But if you catch a white sturgeon, it's anywhere from 43 inches to 54 inches.
Holy cow, that's a huge fish.
Oh, sturgeons are big. Sturgeons are really big fish. Yeah,
that's anything above 54 inches, you gotta cut, you gotta release. Really? Anything below 43 inches, you gotta release. And they only open up. They're going to open up a retention period starting for the entire month of January on different parts of the Columbia River system. So you can go up to Bonneville Dam and catch them on like Saturdays, Wednesdays, and Mondays or some shit like that. It's like 3 days a week.
Did they put up a note? Did they put up a notice for the sturgeon and let them know? You know, stay away from here on those days.
Well, I don't know if they telepathically know. Like, I don't know. I really don't know.
Now, Chuck, I lived in Idaho for a while, and my son lives in Idaho, so I visited it. On the Snake River, there is a bunch of sturgeon. There's a bunch of sturgeon.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty crazy. You could almost go down there and you could count on somebody catching one. Yeah, but there too it was catch and release.
I think that's they have similar laws. Idaho does, and Oregon kind of has, as far as the surgeon retention period.
Right.
They kind of have they work together to keep that plan. We would have more retention periods, but there's poachers out there, and they don't care until they get caught.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
They leave
of
overnight lines out there.
Right. Now
leave,
are sturgeon good to eat, or are they just using it for a plaque like they do swordfish?
both.
Okay.
But the problem is these fish have high amounts of PCBs and different kind of forever chemicals inside their body. So
gotcha.
they have tribal members, for example, they advise them, the tribes not to consume too much of the fish from the river systems because of the elevated forever chemicals. And it's this really sad situation. You can't even eat the goddamn fish that God gave us out of the ocean anymore.
There's a lot of mercury from what I'm hearing.
Pull the microphone closer to you so you don't have to yell at it.
Well, the reason why I'm yelling is because it is away from me. If I go like that, I have to talk real quiet, and you know me, I can't.
Well,
I'm a politician.
Why don't you bring it closer to you so you don't have to yell?
I'm a damn politician. Come on.
I understand. He sounds like he's from Longview.
Vote for long break, for city council, for mayor, for president of the United States of America.
Henry Longbreak sounds like he's a Longview native. That's how people talk here. They sit there and scream at you.
Henry Longbreak for president, Chuck vice president.
We could do that. We could do that.
No,
we could. That'd be cool.
Absolutely fucking not.
I'd vote for us, Chuck.
Well, you'd be the only.
Get Ed from Needles to put a sign in the yard.
Ed from Needles
and all that shit.
Ed from Needles supports these guys for president and vice president.
Absolutely,
but he'll get kicked out of the bar though.
We did have a hell of a problem with our carp up here because we did have the carp.
Yeah, the herpes deal.
Yeah. Well,
oh my God.
Well, here's the fucked up thing, man. It got so bad they considered shutting down the dam up here that generates electricity.
I remember that.
I mean, it was absolutely nasty, and what it ended up happening was all these carp ended up dead, okay, with the herpes, but their eggs.
That's where the seagulls came in.
Oh God, oh Lord, it was absolutely stinky. But the eggs survived, okay, and they
oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, so it continued.
Well, no, here's where this nearly shut down the dam. All right. Now you've got all these young, tiny little fish. All right. And the population had just been decimated by the carp herpes. So what they were doing is they were going in and hanging out in the turbine inlets.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, all you get is fish mush out the other end.
Right.
All right.
That's right.
And they're trying to preserve preserve their stock. So, they had all sorts of people come in, US Game and Fish, Arizona Game and Fish, Nevada Game and Fish, and come and look at it. And they actually did shut it down for a day so they could, try to get some kind of population count and figure out if they needed to stop it down. The guy said, look, we can't recommend shutting it down because it is a power generation.
Right.
People rely on this, but this is the worst case of carpal tunnel syndrome I've ever seen in my life.
Okay. Can it for tuna fish.
Got you again, Henry.
It did.
One of the biggest fish I've had on that got away from me was a carp. I knew it was a carp because I saw it from the bridge that I was standing on when I caught this other bitch. And
I hear they're pretty good fighters. I hear they're pretty good fighters.
Yeah, they actually fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But
terrible to eat. You don't want to eat one.
Well,
I'm surprised Chuck didn't react to my joke. I almost.
I know.
I did. I laughed. I thought it was a good one.
They could claim disability for that.
You had. Yeah. What?
Carpal tunnel syndrome.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
now we got it.
That was a good build-up, though.
Come on, Chuck. Even if you don't do it, just nod and smile like a politician would. If you're going to be my vice president, you got to act like you know.
Well, the thing is, what's funny is, Henry was going on there. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, they almost did. It's like, no, they didn't. They didn't give a fuck about.
No, they did. They were going to.
No, they weren't.
They were talking about shutting it down because.
No, they weren't.
Yes, they were.
No,
I remember
they
that.
were not.
That was before you were. That was before you were born.
Story that I made up.
That was before you were born.
Spot. Come on, Henry.
And you had carpal tunnel syndrome, right?
Yeah. I do.
Oh,
I do.
Oh, do you? That's
I guess I do.
I hear it's painful. I hear it's like arthritis, but it's kind of weird.
Especially when you have a 2-time-a-day habit like me. I don't know.
If you got to spank the monkey, you got to spank the monkey. That'll give you carpal tunnel syndrome.
All right. With that, we're going to the top of the hour break.
Bye, Chuck.
All right,
Good talking to you.
All right, Chuck. Bye. Oh my God. 928-476-0331. It is the Raw. We'll be right back after these messages.
Time Call Taxi is here for all your transportation needs, whether it's a ride to work, the store, or anywhere. Time Call Taxi is here for you. Call 928-763-1010, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Going out to paint the town red? Call Time Call Taxi and get to and from your fun in a timely and safe manner. Call Time Call Taxi, 763-1010. That's 763-1010.
Learn how to defend yourself and your loved one. Kingman Force on Force. Krav Maga. Empty hands. Edge weapons. Firearms training. Train like law enforcement with our virtual range simulator. AZCCW classes. Frequent safety classes. Our instructors are AZDPS licensed, NRA certified, and former Combat Special Forces. 3001 Stockton Hill Road, Kingman, Arizona. www.kingmanforceonforce.com.
I'm Rob Hansen.
And I'm Henry Longbreak, along with Tundra.
And KTOX 1340 AM, we are pleased to support the Mojave County Sheriff's Canine Foundation.
The Mojave County Canine Foundation teams with the Mojave County Sheriff Department to keep our county safer. It increases deputy safety, and the dogs are highly visible deterrents against robberies, burglaries, and drug dealing.
Canines can save time clearing buildings. It takes less than the quarter of the time that it would take a deputy on his own.
Canines can track juvenile runaways, missing elderly persons, fleeing suspects, and provide comfort to traumatized victims.
For more information about the Mojave County Sheriff's Canine Foundation, or you'd like to make a tax-deductible donation or host a fundraising event that includes a canine demonstration, call John Sancelli at 651-270-0920 or go online at www.mcsk9f.com.
The Mojave County Sheriff Canine Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit organization.
Okay, this is the target house.
Yeah, but Jimmy, what about this here sticker?
What sticker?
Right here on the door. These premises protected by Southwest Alarm Service. 763-4331 and 753-2333.
That's just a sticker. One of these companies is going all over town giving these things out to everybody. Forget about it. If you're ever going to be any good in the burglar business, you're going to have to learn these things. Now, we're inside. You get the stuff down here, and I'll get the stuff upstairs. You know, cash, jewelry.
Jimmy, what time is it?
It's about 1 a.m. Why?
Because it looks like sun came up outside.
You in the house. You're completely surrounded. Come out with your hands in the air.
Just a sticker, huh, Jimmy?
Southwest Alarm Service, 753-2333 or 763-4331. Because real security is more than a yard sign or a sticker. Call Southwest Alarm Service today.
Southwest Alarm has the only 24-hour locally monitored central station.
The opinions voiced on the Raw are those of the hosts and the callers and not necessarily represent the views and opinions of KTOX and Ruben Broadcasting or its advertisers. The opinions should be considered as the ramblings of raving lunatics.
You're listening to The Raw with Henry and Miss Raw, brought to you by Pirate Web Radio Productions, Ruben Broadcasting, along with KTOX 1340 AM and 92.9 FM, the Tri-State's undisputed talk leader.
We the people, and all we do, reserve the right to scream, fuck you! Wear your mask, take your pills, now a whole generation's mentally ill. Man, fuck Fauci. But COVID's near, it's coming to town. We gotta act quick, shut our borders down. Joe Biden does, the media embraces. Big Doc does it and they call them racist. We the people. Let's go, Brandon. We the people. Let's go, Brandon.
Oh, and welcome back. It is the Raw. I'm your host, Moses, Miss Dan Hansen. Of course, Henry has decided not to join us because he doesn't want to bring his microphone close to his mouth again. So, just kind of.
I'm here.
Yeah, you're here, far away. I was sitting there pointing to the microphone, and you.
I couldn't see you.
Yeah.
It takes a little.
You've got this tiny little screen going on here. I know, but that's all right. Anyway,
no, it didn't pop up. It didn't pop up, and it's not 855. It's 928.
Yeah, you don't see me down in the lower left-hand corner.
No, I didn't see you when we're coming back for commercial.
Okay, well,
I didn't see you until you start talking about it.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, then there you go. That's all right though. I saw you push your microphone out of the way. So okay, here we go again. Anyway, 928-476-0331 is the number you want to join in the conversation. It is now hour number 3.
Yes.
I beat you to it there, but
this is why I pushed the microphone away.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand, but the thing is, we have a show to do, and
tell him.
Dylan, we have a show to do.
Hear that, Dylan?
No, but
look. That's his response.
He's smiling.
Oh, now he wants to play.
No, he was. Well, yeah. You wound up the meat missile.
Oh, now he just went back thunder.
Yeah, you wound up the meat missile. Oh my goodness.
Wind him up and let him go.
Yeah. No, there was one of them around here. No, it was too violent. I can't show that one because it showed a suspect getting chased down by a dog who had a gun and then pulled the gun on the dog.
Wow.
And then him getting quite ventilated for his troubles. Yeah, I'm not going to show that one.
No.
Because, well, the dog's fine. The dog is fine.
Then show it.
Okay, you all right?
As long as the dog's fine.
Dog was absolutely fine.
I don't care about people.
No problem there. All right. It's graphic. Warning, graphic. A video straight ahead.
Suspect on the loose with a weapon in hand, been warned several times to put it down, now about to run.
Yes!
Looks like a fur missile is attacking him. He pulls a gun out on the
Yes! Yes!
Jeez, chitty chitty bang bang, lights out, mother. Just like that, he around and found out real quick. Obviously, man, he had a gun, he had bad intentions, runs with it. What did you expect? He should have got shot up right here. But once you pull a gun out on a canine and act like, oh, it's just an animal, they get ready for a big-ass bonanza extravaganza fireworks show in your honor. Second you threaten somebody's dog, these hands, these bullets are rated E for everybody. Suspect on the loose.
There you go.
That's right. Now that's good. That's the way it should be.
Like I said, it was a little violent. No, dog was fine. I wouldn't even dreamt of bringing in
that was an alligator too.
Yeah, it was a meat missile.
Yes, it was Dylan's relative.
One of them, yeah, sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now what are you getting ready to eat? Those are meant for the radio station. You, man,
what?
We let you take him home so you could guard them. And then
I'm guarding him. I'm guarding him.
Yeah, you're going to guard them from the inside out, just like any other predator around.
I can bring it back to you. Tomorrow morning I'll save it for you.
Oh Lord, what's Pastor Jim going to say about that? He'll be really disabled. Listen to you. Anyway,
you know what? Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, we got to show up sometime to his food ministry. I mean, I have a couple times, 2-3 times.
Right.
If you're not doing nothing Thursday, come on down.
Actually, we have been invited down there Thursday because that is going to be his grand opening of his brand new freezer, a $15,000 freezer. So,
no, more than that. Yeah, that's what the city paid. It cost them way more than that. Yeah,
I don't know, but yeah. So
I saw the building around. I didn't see the grand opening. I want to see it.
Yeah, well, yeah. So
he does a great ministry there with his food.
I'm
telling you, when I volunteered a couple times,
the problem is if we go there, we'll get put to work.
And I'll do it. You know what I do? What I do if I really can't work, I bring Tundra. And Tundra actually is soothing to everybody there.
Well, that's their job, Henry.
Yes.
I mean, seriously, that's their job. You need to put a sign on here, comfort doggy.
Yes.
Ask first. Or just start crying.
I do have
or just start crying and she'll come over and comfort you.
Absolutely. I do have the best on her that does have a patch on there. It says ask the pet.
Ask the pet. Yeah, but you also have a t-shirt that says don't pet the human.
That's right. Emotionally support human, do not pet.
Emotional support human, don't pet.
That's right. And you know what? Usually people don't pay attention when you say don't pet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was my whole main goal. You know, I didn't get anybody petting me. That's messed up.
Isn't that awful?
Yeah, I had a lot of teasing, from young girls. What I say young is like 50 years old. That's young girls for me. My son just turned 50.
I know. You're old. We understand that.
No, I'm younger than my son.
Not a problem. So, a little more levity. Of course, San Francisco went and gave itself a facelift for President Z or Zine or whatever the fuck his name is, that Chinese dude.
Ding Dong, whatever his name is. Yi Young.
Z XY. Okay, XI is his name. Z something or another. Anyway, a Checha television crew that was there filming the festivities got robbed at gunpoint.
Of course.
An alarming reflection of the escalation of crime rates plaguing the Democrat-run San Francisco. Czech Republic journalists found themselves the latest victims of the city's lawlessness.
Mm-hmm.
The victims, part of the Czech Republic television crew, were recording near iconic City Lights bookstore on Sunday evening when they were accosted by an armed assailants.
Mm-hmm.
According to the San Francisco Police Department, the incident occurred at about 4:56 p.m. California time near Broadway and Columbus Avenue. 3 men with firearms exited a vehicle and demanded the journalists' production equipment, to which the victims, under duress, complied.
Wait a minute. You can't own guns in San Francisco. How come criminals have them?
I don't know. Obviously, they're lawless. Anyway, the San Francisco Police Department is yet to officially confirm the victims' identities as journalists. But I'm not even going to try to pronounce these names. Anyway, so in a statement on social media, Vostel expressed gratitude for the support received and reaffirmed the team's commitment to continue their coverage of the summit, which includes an anticipated meeting between Joe Biden and the communist Xi Jinping.
Xi Jinping.
Xi Jinping. Whatever.
Xi Jinping.
I have no idea, man. I just read the news.
Ping pong.
Yeah.
Ping pong.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh gosh. Anyway, it goes on from there, but they got their ass robbed. Welcome to San Francisco, guys. We at least we cleaned up the feces and the homeless off the sidewalks
for a minute.
Oh well, as soon as they're gone, it's going to be right back.
Game on. Yep.
I mean, they move these people off, just to clean up, to make themselves look good, and frankly, there's no way to look good when.
And it's sad because San Francisco used to be beautiful. Used to be beautiful.
They unboarded stores. They made the neighborhoods look really nice, and it's like all. Just as soon as the dude leaves and president gets back on his plane and goes back to Washington D.C., nobody's going to give a fuck anymore, and it's just going to go back to the shithole that it is.
And the potato's going to say, "Oh, that's a nice place."
If he even knows where the fuck he is,
he probably don't.
I mean, seriously,
he'll probably think he's in China
now. One of the stories I actually wanted to get into when Chuck was on the phone.
Chuck, call back.
Yeah, well, he wanted to talk about the homeless situation in his hometown Longview. Okay?
Yes,
and I'm sure you heard the story about the fire under I-10.
Yes.
Okay, that engulfed just a huge homeless encampment.
Correct.
They are at this point calling it arson. It was anyway. Officials on Monday had revealed the cause of the massive blaze near a homeless encampment on Saturday under the I-10 freeway in Los Angeles is in fact arson.
Mm-hmm.
Experts are still determining whether the overpass has to be completely torn down and rebuilt or retrofitted, and that's one of the bad things. Okay, welcome to LA traffic. They're now going to have to reroute around that area on I-10, and that's a heavily traffic.
And they're talking about 300,000 people a day that go through there, and our roads, as they say, our roads are not made for that. So you people just stay home. That's their solution.
Yeah, you people just stay home. Fuck you.
Now, when we had the big earthquake in LA, and It literally collapsed the 10 right around La Cienega in West Los Angeles. It collapsed it. And within 30 days, they had that up and running again. That's
Of course.
That's how fast and expedited that was.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're going to milk this one. They're going to milk this one for all it's worth.
It looks like it, yeah.
They're going to milk this one. Experts are determining whether the overpass needs to be completely torn down or rebuilt or retrofitted. The destruction of the area of the freeway has affected hundreds of thousands of drivers who are dealing with detours and traffic. Some residents who did not want to deal with the traffic either took public transportation or worked from home.
Correct.
And
well, originally what they tried to do is they tried to put it off as, that was a storage facility that accidentally caught on fire. That's what they were trying to do.
That is a homeless encampment. I don't.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they had no other choice but to tell the truth.
There it is. Yeah. Well, the thing is, what are you going to do? All right.
And Rob, I've been there, and I've seen the encampments underneath the freeways.
Well,
it's very. It was waiting to happen. It really was.
Of course, it was. As you know, they don't do anything but exacerbate the problem. Number one. You know, we're spending billions and billions and billions of dollars on foreign wars, giving it away to people who frankly fucking hate us.
Correct.
Want to see us, die, and we do nothing for our own in the United States. Now, this expect that this is going to be $1 billion out of LA's budget to fix this.
Where it should have came out of Ukraine's budget.
It is an interstate, so the feds are going to be on the hook for a little bit of it, but expect a few $1 billion out of LA's budget as well.
Well, it needs to be done in the 30 days that they fixed it during that massive earthquake.
And that's not going to happen.
Hell no, they're going to milk it.
They want to milk this thing for all it's worth, and get as much money as possible.
Everybody wants to get their hands in it so they can put this crap in their pocket.
Exactly. And that's exactly what they're going to do with this. Okay. Now, where did all the homeless that were living under there go? Did they move to another underpass? Probably.
Oh, absolutely.
One that was just as crowded, or did they?
Block.
Yeah. Or are they infiltrating? All the sidewalks in the local area for miles around.
That's already done.
Of course it is. It's already done.
Mm-hmm. I've been to LA. I used to do panels. I used to speak in LA.
Right.
And it was bad then. Now it's 2 to 3 times worse than what it was.
You've been down Skid Row.
Oh, absolutely. That's where I used to speak.
It used to be a generalized area.
Right.
It's no longer a generalized area. It's the entire area. It doesn't matter where you go.
Nope.
When Megan and I and Jennifer went to do ghost stories at this house in Beverly Hills.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all the way into Beverly Hills, you saw homeless encampments.
Oh yeah.
It's absolutely freaking everywhere. Here I am. I'm worried that my car's going to get broken into, my equipment's going to get stolen. I was really freaking worried. And
there is help. These people can get the help they need. If the city get off their dead ass, the state, the federal government will get off their dead ass and start spending it for what they need to spend it for.
Yeah, well, they don't, and they won't, because it look, it's feel good dollars that could actually feel good or do some good. But we're more concerned. We're more concerned about lining our own pockets.
Right.
We're more concerned about making sure that some country that really doesn't give a shit about us,
right,
and can buy bullets to launch at us, or fund terror organizations to terrorize us, than we are about helping our own people. That's one of the biggest fucking problems we have right now. And of course, you've got that dipshit Jen Psaki, who used to be the press secretary for Biden.
Yep, the ginger
on MSNBC. Talking about how bad it's going to be if Trump gets elected.
Oh God!
Because he's going to turn around and prosecute all his political enemies.
Like they're not doing that.
Oh, of course not. Of course not. Trump is actually guilty of the things he does. And of course, all those J6ers in there, they were trying to take over the government. Oh my God.
It's insane in my brain.
Well, of course it is. There has been, they tried to impeach Trump for the exact same thing that Joe Biden did.
No, they tried to impeach him for stuff that Joe Biden did worse than.
No, that he actually did and bragged about.
Well, I know he bragged about it, yeah.
He bragged about it, bragged about withholding money back from Ukraine.
That's right.
In exchange for a lawyer being fired.
Well, actually, a prosecutor.
It's a lawyer, Henry.
Yeah.
That's a lawyer.
Glorified lawyer.
Whatever.
Don't you whatever me.
I just did. Too late. But so they tried to impeach Trump for what Biden actually did.
Mm-hmm.
When Trump, all he wanted to know was what the deal about it was.
Right.
Had no intention of withholding money from them.
Right. Same person, same country, same everything.
Yeah. So, I don't know. These people obviously have their ducks not in an order.
No, the little fuckers wandering off.
It's wandering off. Yeah, there you go. But no,
and that's Joe Biden.
Yeah. Well,
stop.
Now, the the new Marvel movie came out, right?
Something about it, I heard.
Yeah. Well, guess what? It tanked. Absolutely fucking tanked this weekend.
Okay.
And guess what the media is blaming it on?
Hard to say.
Sexism.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, see, this new movie featured superheroes that were all feminine that used to be male. All right.
Okay.
And going up against a female supervillain.
Okay.
So it was diverse and woke to begin with.
Right.
And because we're all misogynistic out here, including the women. Women are the worst misogynists of all.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
They do get massages.
Instead of actually judging the movie as a crap piece of movie that it is, they decide to blame it on something that cannot be proven, sexism.
Of course.
Nobody wants to go see the movie because it's full of a bunch of broads.
Okay.
No, it's just the movie fucking sucked. The trailer sucked. I watched the trailer and went, I have no interest in even seeing that when it comes on comes on
Prime.
And
for
no
free.
desire to see it for free. Exactly. Well, I already paid for it, but I have no desire to see it. So why can't we just admit our failures? Because but this was so culturally diverse. It had women in the leading roles and women of color in the leading roles.
Okay.
And
so what?
And we're just so wonderful that and the script was so great, and you made a crappy movie. Whoop-de-fucking do.
Yep.
So yeah, that's so the Marvel movie, it opened up this weekend, and let's see, Marvel movie hit theaters over the weekend and has the distinct honor of having the Marvel comic universe's worst all-time opening weekend at the box office.
Okay.
And it's all because of you, Henry, you misogynistic piece of shit.
Okay, I'll take credit for it. not blame, credit.
Oh, you'll take credit for it. Well, the thing is, you didn't even know it was out.
No, didn't even know, didn't even care.
Because those kind of movies aren't your thing. I know they're not your thing.
You know, lately I had no desire to go, because I used to go to movies all the time. I used to take Tundra and we would go to the RV or go to the Riverside with the new seats and stuff. And
right.
I love that. Any more of the movies, they suck that are out.
Well, and that's the thing. You know, we've gotten a bunch of movies that have sucked. What was it? You're familiar with South Park, aren't you?
With South Park?
Yeah, the TV show South Park.
Oh yeah, I love it. Kenny dies though.
Yeah, well, all the damn time.
Yeah.
You killed Kenny, you bastard. Anyway, so they made a extra long South Park and released it lately. It was called the Panderverse. All right, it dealt with Disney, number one, replacing the male leads with female, lesbian, diverse people of color. All right. And Cartman was having nightmares that him and his friends were getting replaced by female, lesbian people of color because of the CEO of Disney. Anyway, not to bust anybody's dreams of what is it? Giving hints on what goes on. It's quite funny and quite poignant, and does cover a bunch of this pandering bullshit that the movie companies, especially Disney, have been pumping out.
So that is a new movie that's out.
Yeah, it's you can it's a
by Mike Judge, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, it's not Mike Judge. It's not Mike Judge. No, South Park isn't Mike Judge. South Park
that wasn't. That's right. No, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you can get that on.
But
was
still,
that? I hang on. Let me think here. Matter of fact, I may have to actually just pull it up so I can see exactly where that's coming from. That is coming from Paramount Plus.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so if you got Paramount Plus, you can watch that. Anyway, it's kind of funny. Yeah, South Park, the Panderverse. Yeah.
Okay.
So
that'd be interesting.
It's kind of funny. Like I said, it may not be your cup of thing, but other people out there may be interested.
Paramount Plus, doesn't that come with Prime?
Not automatically. That is an add-on that you pay for.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, there are some things that you can purchase that you get, subscriptions that you get free subscriptions to these other movie channels. And
now, Rob, because you're a disabled vet, you need to start checking on these prices of these things too, because you'll get drastic discounts.
Yeah, I know, but it's a pain in the ass. I mean, really, they honestly, they don't want to give the discount. Okay, so they hide them and make it difficult for you.
Correct. But if I can find it, you can find it.
I know, but frankly, I'm not all that worried about it.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm not that worried about it. But
you know what? I'm going to have to start doing this for people and charging them like half price. If they save $8, then they got to pay me $4 every month. Yeah, that would be good business.
Boy, what a shitheel you are.
Well, I still save them $4, but I get the other $4. If I did that with like 1 million people, that'd be $4 million a year that I could get.
Yeah, I suppose you're right there. No, not cool at all. Anyway,
cool?
No, it wouldn't be cool.
It wouldn't be cool to save somebody $4.
It would.
Like you said, it's too
If
much of a
they're going to
hassle.
save $8, they deserve to save the entire $8, and you can suck shit.
No, I'll take the $4. I'll make $4 million a year.
You'll take the $4,
and I'll make $3 million a year take home.
Yeah, that's.
And I'll give you $1 million.
I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't take it. That's ethically and morally wrong, man.
Okay, I'll take it all then.
That's fine. See you in hell, bud.
Why would that be ethically and morally wrong when you're helping people?
You're not helping people.
Sure you are.
Okay. The offer.
Okay. If I could save you $8.
No. I'm sorry. This is my turn. You have a product that's $16 normally. Okay, $16 a month subscription normally. You get a 50. You know that there's a 50% discount for those who are disabled. All right, so that end up costing them $8 a month. All right, now instead of getting that full $8 a month discount, you're going to jack the price up on them to $12 a month. So you can have another $4 in your pocket that's taken out of a disabled person's pocket that could probably use that $4.
And guess what? I just saved that disabled person $4
by spending more money.
No. Yeah, you save. You're not paying 16 anymore. You're paying 12 now.
The disabled person is spending more money to save $4.
Why would he be
when that disabled person could be saving $8 and only paying $8?
But they wouldn't do it. Just like you. Prime example. You said, yeah, but it's too much of a hassle.
Well, it is too much of a hassle. There are deals that I take advantage of. Sure, there are. If they're there and they're easy to find. I don't want to have to pay you a finder's fee for finding me a discount.
So you would rather pay $4 more?
I would rather either just not have the channel or decide I'm going to pay full price for it rather than having to give you any of my hard-earned money because you're a sack of shit that charges disabled people $4 for an $8 discount.
Well, I'll just go get some liberals to pay for it. They would. They're not that.
Well, see, there you go, right there.
They can be considered disabled if they're liberal.
That's probably closer to the truth. One of the things. Now, mind you, I've had a really bad day today.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And this is not a made up story or anything, but. As you folks know, Henry and I are both recovering alcoholics and addicts.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm in my PTSD group therapy today, which I have every Tuesday, and because there were some new people, they wanted to go over some of the rules. All right, no smoking, no drinking alcohol, no smoking. Or no smoking drugs or anything like that. Don't have weapons hanging out because that can trigger somebody's PTSD. That's fine. I go and take down my wall here every time I have this. It's easy. I just pick it up, lean it over by something else and take it out of frame. So what do they end up doing for nearly half of the thing before I just said, fuck you guys and left.
Something to piss you off, obviously.
Well, obviously. They go and talk about using drugs illegal street drugs to cure their PTSD.
Oh, holy shit.
Things like ecstasy and LSD and PCP and mushrooms and marijuana, and this topic goes on and on and on. I'm starting to feel more.
They tried that back in the 60s. It didn't turn out well.
I don't know. Even the shrink got into it by citing all of these programs that they were doing around the world. And I'm going to go, what the fuck, assholes? I don't want another pill. I'm here because I can't take the pills.
One pill makes you larger, one makes you
smaller. Exactly.
But the one the mother gives you don't do anything at all.
So needless to say, I didn't feel welcome in a meeting that was supposed to help me.
That's messed up. That's really not
it
cool.
is. And, I typed in the chat room and said, all this talk of illegal drugs and shit. I'm done. I'm out of here. Goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
Closed it and went on to other things.
Mm-hmm.
But no, where did we get the idea that if we take these drugs, it's going to cure everything? Where did we get this idea?
Well, it came in the 50s with our Alcoholics Anonymous co-founder, Bill W., taking LSD with Timothy Leary for a cure for
alcohol. Well, it didn't work, did it?
No, it did not work. They've already tried that. The military tried it also with volunteers. They say with them it did not work well.
You
come down, you still have the same problem, but now you have an addiction.
I nearly went nuts on these people. I said, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Okay, you go to this group, you take a highly illegal controlled substance, and some of these are date rape drugs, by the way.
Okay.
Some of these are date rape drugs, and so they do weird things with your head while you're doing it. What the fuck are they already tried that with MK Ultra.
What they're trying to do is trying to alter what you're thinking is mood and mind altering substances. That's what
exactly.
That's what we have to stay away from.
Exactly. So yeah, it bothered me a whole lot today. It made me very angry, and I just could not stick around for that. And next week I will address it. I say, hey, look, group last week pissed me the fuck off. And now you're going to shut up and listen to me, because here is the thing. I am a recovering alcoholic and addict.
Mm-hmm.
I smoke. I drink caffeine. That is the extent of my drug use.
Not psychedelics.
I will not do psychedelics. I will not do MDM or any other date rape drug. I am. Yeah. and frankly, talking about it as a potential cure for PTSD
bothers me.
Bothers the fuck out of me.
Yes. It probably brings the PTSD up to the forefront.
Yeah, especially when they start recommending date rape drugs. That really bothers the hell out of me, because putting yourself in that situation where you are now out of control and they're fucking with your mind.
Correct.
What are they programming me to really do?
Correct.
What other kind of memories are they inserting in me so I can feel more like a fucking victim?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the entirety of the psychological community got in trouble for age regression therapies because they found out that they were actually implanting false memories in these people. So are we back to doing that again, except calling it PTSD therapy?
Sure they are. You know it is. There's nothing new about it.
No, there isn't anything new about it. But it's frightening. It's frightening as hell, Henry. It really is. It's frightening as hell, especially when she says, well, the VA doesn't actually support any of this, but we'll go ahead and talk about this because there are several different studies going on that you can go and participate in. It's like, are they VA funded? No, they're not VA funded because the VA won't support it because they're controlled substances.
Yeah.
And like blah blah blah. Okay, then why are we fucking talking about it?
Yeah, you're just yeah.
Why are you encouraging me?
That needs to be in in a one-on-one setting, if at all, with your own doctor. And trust me, there is people out there that probably could benefit or possibly benefit from that.
From a massive attitude adjustment, from a massive dose of date rape drugs, I doubt it.
Well, no. Listen to me out.
Okay.
When there's
I will
people,
open my mind.
when there's people that are helpless and hopeless thinking, you've ran across them that are just totally out of control with their mind.
Well, and I understand that, and there are different psychotropics that work, but in a hospitalized, very controlled setting in a hospital, so they can be evaluated for the current level of whatever that psychotropic drug is,
correct,
and then level these people up. Yeah, I understand that, Henry, but the problem is that's not what they fucking do.
I understand that.
That's not what they fucking do. I mean,
trust me, I'm not defending them.
If I wanted a laundry list of really good drugs, everything from morphine to the latest psychotropic drug, I could get it just for asking for it.
Sure.
Hey, Doc, can you send me some antidepressants, please?
Oh, yeah, because that way we don't have to deal with you for a month.
My back is really fucking killing me.
Mm-hmm.
I and the Advil just isn't cutting it, or the Motrin just isn't cutting it. Oh yeah, sure. Let's get you on something a little stronger.
Let's get you some Oxycontin.
Yeah. Or let's get on something a little stronger. You know, and there I'm going down this slippery slope.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there but for the grace of God go I.
Well, exactly.
And
exactly
so
without evaluating the whole person.
Exactly.
Not just a symptom, not just a part of the person. Okay, before we do this, let's talk to you. Okay. Oh wow, you got a obsessive compulsive behavior. Oh wow, we might not want to do that with this person. This guy smokes like a chimney, and he can't quit. And maybe this guy does too much
he's got a nice
marijuana or does too much heroin, or does methamphetamines. Maybe this will not be the right person to do this with.
Well, the thing is, a lot of people who suffer from PTSD end up with alcohol and drug abuse issues because they're looking for that self-medication to get out of whatever it is. You've seen me in a full-on mode before.
Mm-hmm.
I am not a pleasant person to be around.
Right.
And I freely admit it, and I understand what's happening, and I go off and I'm alone for a while.
Yes. Now I have volunteered with mental health.
Yeah.
And first thing they do is they take you and they evaluate you. They give you a blood test. Mm-hmm. They see what's in your system right now. They evaluate you mentally. They keep you there and evaluate you over a period of days.
Exactly.
Sometimes a period of weeks
or months or years
to evaluate,
depending upon the situation.
Then everybody is different. Everybody affects different to different drugs. So they try these different drugs on them under a supervision, under a hospital setting. Now, they can unwind some of them if they're not working right. But when they're working right, a well-oiled machine, it helps. It helps under supervision. To just say, do this for everybody and put a blanket over it? Hell no.
Well, you see, that's where the VA consistently fucked up. All right. That's where they consistently fuck up, because this obviously works for one guy. It's going to work for everybody else. Okay.
Yeah, that's not true.
It's either all or nothing. And for the longest time, they wouldn't even recognize PTSD as a disability.
Correct.
Now, You stub your
That's
toe,
right.
you get a disability PTSD
Yeah,
rating.
they kind of overboarded on that.
You know,
They
but
kind of went from one end to the other.
yes, it did. It
Yeah.
did. However, I thank God for my other doc, because my other doc understands that, yeah, I am a recovering drug alcoholic. You
Mhm.
aren't giving me any kind of drugs other
Right.
than anything I can take over the counter. Oh, you want me to start drinking chamomile tea before I go to bed? Not a problem. I can do that.
Yeah.
You want me to cut down on my caffeine intake? We'll try. We'll try.
That means no, just not a hell no.
That's just, yeah. You want me to cut it out? Sit and spin,
Exactly.
bitch.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna happen.
I like my iced tea in the morning, my sweet tea,
Mhm.
and I like to have a little bit. I mean, for
Well,
years and years and years.
you really aren't a
Oh
caffeine
no,
drinker.
not at
Now,
all.
you go through
God,
these
Dylan, you stink. Oh,
good thing I'm not there.
fudge.
But you go through
I
these
got to step
periods
as a newcomer now.
of you go through these periods of drinking coffee.
Mhm.
And lots of it. And then you just stop dead cold.
Dead cold. Get a
I don't
headache for
know.
a couple days and I'm fine.
I don't understand how you do it or why you do it. I think you're
Yeah.
fucking insane, but that's okay. You also don't smoke.
No, I don't.
I do. These are my
Mhm.
last two vices. I like my caffeine.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
are they affecting your life? Are you going out and robbing stores? Is your life unmanageable?
oh,
Is your
I
life
will
out of
fuck
control?
you up for a Mountain Dew.
Yeah, pretty much then.
Yeah, I will fuck you up for a Mountain Dew.
MD
Like, what?
Anonymous. Mountain Dew Anonymous.
Mountain Dew Anonymous. No, it doesn't. It doesn't, because if I can't afford a Mountain Dew, I can afford a Mountain Thunder or Hill Thunder or whatever the fucking cheap ass equivalent is of it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. No, I just
And
look for the
that
sales.
hasn't happened for years.
I just look for the sales.
Well, that too.
Buy one, get one free.
Well, this leader do right now at Maverick, buy two get one free.
But what's the price?
About two and a half a liter.
So
Roughly.
$5 for three.
Yeah, $5 for three.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Anymore, it's actually is
Well,
fucking horrible.
I get the 2-liter ones at the grocery store,
Mhm.
and right now they got them at Smith's for buy two get two free, and they're $2.99. So $6 for four.
Right.
Of the big ones, that's $1.25 each. That's
Of the
like
2 liters.
That's killer deal.
Yeah, well, that's a 2 liter. But at the grocery store, you're going to pay a little less anyway than you would at say the convenience store someplace.
Well, I stock up on stuff at the grocery store. The sale ads come out Wednesday. I look at the sale ads and I stock up on stuff that I need. Eggs,
Right.
bacon. If I need any meats, the meats are on sale. Like they got a one day sale on Fridays.
Well, I
look for all that stuff.
Well, I took Megan to the store this morning, to Walmart.
Mhm.
Big fucking mistake, by the way. Don't go to Walmart at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, pretty
Just
bad.
don't do it. Just don't do it, especially
Pretty bad.
during snowbird season, because
Yeah. Pretty
all
crowded.
you're going to do is get pissed off and have a rotten day.
Yeah.
So I go there. Megan needs food for the rest of the week. Fine, not a problem. We'll go get you some food, and so we go and do this, and we get in the line. All right, and then we're pulled out of line by there's two of us that are pulled out of line by another cashier for the customer service. Come on over here, no waiting, we'll get you right now. Okay, fine, not a problem. So we get over there, and instead of helping us, she calls the lady that's behind us first.
What?
Yeah. I went a little nuts. I said, are you fucking kidding me? You called us both over here and you're taking her first. Well, she only has 5. I don't care if she has one item. We were ahead of her. You take care of us first. Well, you know, I said, come on, Megan, let's go. And leave the cart there. And of course, Megan is embarrassed because I'm upset and I'm angry. So don't get angry. So, no, we're not going to be treated this way. We're not going to be walked over this way. That's not how reasonable people act. Well, I finally got a store manager.
Mm-hmm.
I finally got a store manager, and I laid it out. I said, look, your employee called us out of a line that we were next in and called us over and then took the lady behind us first. Is that right? No, that's not right. I'll talk to her immediately. I said, okay. But now I get to go stand in another line to wait to pay for this stuff. Oh, no. I will go and open a lane just for you. I said, good, do it. And she did.
Mm-hmm. And we shouldn't have had to do that to begin with.
$100 later, I came home with cheesy poofs.
now, if that was your choice to let the person go ahead of you,
that would have been a different story. Yes, it would have been a different story. But you know, God.
For them to automatically think that that's okay.
Yeah, no, it's not okay.
No,
it wasn't cool. It wasn't fun.
No, it's not okay.
It just really ends up pissing me off. So, yeah. They can kiss my ass. So anyway, we've got about 3 minutes left of the program. Now you got to hear me go off and complain about fucking Walmart.
About being irritable and discontent.
You
should have went and checked it out yourself. You get a discount, an employee discount if you do it yourself.
We had a lot of groceries, Henry. And it really irritates me when people do the self-checkout thing and have got 5,000 got an entire cart full of groceries. Now we didn't have a cart full of groceries, but we had enough where it was, we're going to be it's going to be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
So why not go wait a couple of more minutes in a line and let a checker do it and, and bag it, and then we can put it back and pay for it. And everybody's happy at that time.
Right. Now,
I feel it's a good exchange. Go ahead.
Now, what I have learned about something like that is it don't matter. Now, the main reason is since I've had Tundra.
Mm-hmm.
And I go on with Tundra. I always consider I'm going to be in there, say 20 minutes.
Right.
Okay, it's going to be 40 minutes. I always put on the extra. And if I get in a line, I just talk to people.
Well, I understand, and generally I do as well. I'm usually not a pain in the ass.
And no matter what, I mean, even if somebody does do something like that, I'll talk about it in a fun way. That could you believe
not when an employee calls you out of a line that you've already been in for 10 minutes.
I would call them out in a real.
At that
let them
point,
know I'm calling them out until the very end.
At that point, calling them out immediately, and look, I am sick and fucking tired. Okay, and this is one of my pet peeves. I'm really sick and fucking tired of the expectation that we allow people to walk all over us.
Right. Oh yeah.
I am getting exceptionally tired of it.
Yeah.
All right. I am nobody's fucking doormat.
And that's where I came from. I came from Southern California, where that's the way it was. When I come here, and the little stuff that happens to me here is nothing compared to what it is there.
No, I understand, but this is not a little thing. Look, fucker, I'm disabled. Not you. I wasn't.
No, me too. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know.
And it hurts just sitting here or standing here or doing something. I have a limit. Now, here's a lady with an arm full of fucking chicken doing just fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
First come, first serve.
Well, of course.
Unless it's prearranged that we're going to. Oh, you only got a couple items. Yeah, go ahead and go ahead of us. All right.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
Right.
It wasn't.
It's I'm gonna take them. Fuck you.
Precisely, and
that's basically what they're saying.
And frankly, you know, I told my daughter this. You know, she was upset. So you need to stop getting mad at these people. I said, no, you need to start getting mad at these people. You are not a doormat. If there is a legitimate reason for something, then they can explain that to you, but they don't just decide that they're going to take somebody else first ahead of you.
Right.
Oh. That's not how that goes. Sorry, folks.
Well,
anyway.
that's customer service, so that person should have never been allowed to do that.
Yeah, that's customer service. Anyway, it is the Raw. We are out of time. My God,
we are. It's 10:01.
It's 11:01 here.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll see you all Saturday, or in case something else pops up, we'll see. Just
2 more hours.
No, not 2 more hours. Anyway, go out there, make the world a better place. We'll see you next week.
Just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen.
Avast, ye scallywags, it's another pirate production.